Hey everybody! And welcome to another session of Hijinks and Handlebars, a Kids on Bikes actual play role-playing tabletop. I'm so close to saying D&D. It's like every single time I just want to say D&D.
Welcome to Dragons to Kids on Dragons on Bikes.
Kids on Dragons.
I will say this.
On Dragons on Bikes. Dragons are on bikes.
Every D&D campaign I've ever done has had very minimal dungeons and very minimal dragons. So it'd be really funny if I just had a bunch of dungeons and dragons in this game. At the top of the thing, I just want to say a big thank you again to Renegade Games. They are responsible for distributing Kids on Bikes, and also they gave me some dice that are super cool, and the backpack that's behind me. So a big thank you to them. Thank you to QueueTimes, both Indigo and Krug, who are the masterminds behind QueueTimes, the website, and the production company and everything that we do here. And a big thank you again to Tanamato, that's Chris Taniguchi, and that would be at Tanamato. You can find on Instagram and Twitter at Tanamato, T-A-N-I-M-A-Y-T-O, Tanamato, responsible for our overlay and for
just keeping me happy some days.
Yeah, totally. Agreed.
And also for the promotional image that we have of me chasing
all of those.
them on as kids on bicycles.
All three of those things equally.
All three of those things fairly equally.
Yeah, so this is our second actual session that we're playing, not counting the zero session. So we did a zero session where we basically explained all of our characters and like discovered them together and fleshed out the world a little bit. We made a video about that summed it up in about 2.5 minutes. You can find that on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. You can also find a little video about how to play the game that I made. Just some basic rules that I went through in about 2.5 minutes as well, or that one's 3 minutes. Can't remember, but that's also on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. And last week, we actually did a session. This is the first time I get to say we did something last week.
Yeah.
Last week on Hijinks Handlebars.
We had some hijinks.
Yeah, we did have some hijinks. So I'm just going to do a little...
And there were some handlebars.
There were at least 10.
Yeah.
And we threw them in the river.
Some
We
of
did
them.
throw some handlebars in the river.
Oh, I do want to say something about that in a moment. But first I want to get introductions out of the
Are you
way.
going to scold us?
Yes, I'm going to scold you. So I'm William White.
Oh, yeah.
They, them, he, him, and I am going to be the GM for this Hijinks and Handlebars. Jonas.
I am Jonas, he, him, playing Derry, he, him.
I am Sam, playing Teddy, he, him.
I am Franny, she, her, playing Gertie, she, her.
I'm Spencer LaBelle playing Frankie Fox. He, him, he, him.
He, him, he, him.
He, him, all right.
He, him.
He, him, he, him.
I wonder, if I do that, do I end up in all of your cameras? Oh, no!
You just betrayed the magic.
When I watch Critical Role, that happens all the time, and I'm like, every time I'm like,
dude, Matt
get your
Mercer
hand out
is
of
a monster. More like Matt Monster.
Daddy, it's not your box.
Matt Monster?
In a good way, though.
More like Matthew Monster.
More like Matthew Monster. Matthew Monster.
Calling out the competition.
Yeah, the competition.
It's
Yes.
close. It's close.
It's so close. We're just about there. 3 more viewers.
With our D&D podcast stream.
Yeah, so...
You wanted to talk about the bike
The thing
thing,
I wanted to
remember?
talk about was there's a mechanic in D&D that some dungeon masters use that is DM inspiration, and that's when like a character does something, a player does something really in character, or whether it is good or bad for their group, but is just like so much a good idea and also good for their character that they're like, oh yeah, have some inspiration, which lets them roll at advantage on a roll, which basically just means they get to roll twice and choose the higher number. I want to do something like that. I want to implement something like that. And the reason I thought of that is because last session there was one instance particularly that I wanted to give GM inspiration for. So I want to diversify this from what an adversity token would be. Whereas adversity tokens, they get those when they fail a roll, and it gives them basically like a +1 to a future roll, or they get to use them to use the strengths that they have, which are just like little bonuses that they can use for themselves or for each other. So to do that, I do want it to be like a roll at advantage kind of thing. So if you do choose to use your inspiration, your GM inspiration, basically you'll just be rolling the dice twice, or the die twice, and choosing the higher number. Mm-hmm. And there are 2 moments that I want to give inspiration for. So dairy mark inspiration for throwing bikes in the river.
Yep.
Oh,
Fuck you, bully.
honored. So honored. Thank you so much.
We just got our F. Thank you, Spencer, for our F.
Oh, swear jar.
We do have a swear jar.
Swear
We can
jar.
only use one to stay PG-13.
Here, let's use. Frick.
That's at
Toss
least
one of those in
half
there.
a pog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are using pogs now for adversity tokens.
And for the swear jar. Different pogs, but
Different pogs for different.
Different
frogs.
frogs for different folks.
It doesn't need to rhyme. You're right. I appreciate that. So
is inspiration something that we can like stock up if we don't use it before you give us a second one, or are you gonna have them expire?
no.
What
I
is
would-
it, Jonas? 18
You can have
university
one.
tokens,
I would
new
say,
house?
I would say you have one.
Cool.
You have one and it doesn't stack. So
Cool.
I think
So it's really just a whether or not you have inspiration.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second one I want to give to Gertie
Hey.
for standing still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen our first episode, that was one of the most amazing moments. Like, after the stream was over, we all were like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Jesus.
talking about that for a while.
We were referring to her staying still while scary things were going on, and we all ran.
Oh, yeah.
But she didn't.
I'll give a quick little recap and then I'll start us off. Anybody have anything else? No. All right, cool.
Don't talk about this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it at all.
We don't talk about the beagle.
We don't talk about the beagle. Oh no, that looks bad.
So
Don't talk about how it looks.
last week on Hijinks and Handlebars, we all went camping for fall break in the town of Bald. B-A-L-D. And
Like the hair.
like the lack
Like the
thereof.
hairstyle.
Like the hairstyle. The four of our gang of kids here went all camping with the Fox family, the Fox folks, and that was
That's those
that
two.
was Marcus Fox and Phoebe Fox.
Phoebe Buffet Fox.
Phoebe Buffet Fox.
It was really close to that. It was something.
It was Phoebe Renee Fox. and
Renee,
I was so aware of that
So
when,
cool.
I was naming her.
Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Yeah, so they went.
Another Friends character. I didn't just make
And
that
Paul
up.
Rudd is our dad.
And Paul Rudd is our dad.
Canon.
Paul Rudd is everyone's dad.
Oh, duh.
So they went camping, and regular camping things ensued, like giving a child an axe, and then
The youngest member of our party.
and then
10.
taking the axe away. The axe was taken away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm parenting on the fly here. I'm really sorry. And then Gertie went off in the woods doing a little bit of mapping, saw some strange things, especially with some crows. That was a little odd behavior, at least she thought. They all met back up for a little bit of singing and songing, some bonfire action,
And some...
weed smoking.
Oh, there was
the kids
implied
didn't
weed.
smoke weed. The
No,
parents-
no.
It was heavily implied that the parents were smoking
Heavy
weed.
implied.
Yeah.
Well, I sort of said it. That was like super meta. So
It was heavily implied when I explicitly said
when I explicitly said the parents went out and smoked weed.
Very heavily.
Yeah, the parents smoked weed, and the kids, while the parents smoked weed, they went off for a moonwalk, as they
Which
called
is not what you think it is.
Which is not. No
It's
one
just a
was-
walk in the moonlight.
It's
Yeah,
when
they
you
just
ride your
walking.
bikes but backwards.
It's a wonderful night for a moonwalk.
It's where you ride your bikes backwards, but it looks like you're pedaling forward. And they ran into some more odd and mysterious things. They had a little bit of a crow attack, some strange crow attack. They ran back. There was a moment where everyone lost Gertie, and she was by herself and was sort of face to face with something. And then snap back, they got back to the bonfire. The parents came out of the tent. There was some screaming that had happened beforehand. They didn't seem to notice. And everyone was like, no, we're fine. The parents were like, oh, do we need to go back home? No. So they all go to bed. There was a little bit of chit-chat, like chatter about like, oh, what was that? What happened? Then people fell asleep. The next morning, some kids had some coffee.
Jerry got jazzed.
Or coffee beans.
Yeah.
Or
like
coffee.
that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
How am I not
Eating the
dead?
beans.
How are you not dead?
You're 10.
Then
Quit
they
healing.
went for some bike ride. split off from the parents to map out a new area of the woods that they hadn't really explored, ran into some bullies' bikes that Derry had recognized, and that would be Robbie,
Big Rob and Little
Rob,
Pete.
And Big Rob and Little Pete.
Yep.
They did not encounter them, but the bikes were there, and
They were there.
So they're just stranded. Two
And-
children
Yeah.
stranded.
They
Oh,
didn't-
I didn't think
in the
about that.
woods that are probably haunted.
Didn't really think about that.
and Tom.
And Derry still hasn't. Sorry.
I said the last name. Wow,
Thomas?
Teddy Thomas. Tank.
Teddy the Tank Engine Thomas.
Accidentally kicked a bike into the river, and then Jerry was like, "Hell yeah!" and threw it in.
No, wasn't that Frankie?
You kicked a bike.
I kicked it,
You kicked the
but
bike
didn't
and I
Frankie
tossed
throw
it
the-
in. No,
Oh, you
Frankie
did.
helped, but that was
You're
Jerry.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm just getting a bad rap here, okay? Like, I don't appreciate that. Why would someone with bad
Are you from
is
Boston,
mean?
bro?
Frankie, you're
I
Southern.
guess.
You're Southern.
Yeah.
I don't
Boston's in the
understand.
South.
I don't understand.
I haven't taken geography yet.
I haven't
Not
taken geography,
fair.
so I don't know how to speak. They threw the bikes and they went off on a path. They tried to do a little bit of like treasure hunting.
Yeah.
Teddy broke out the
The old
metal
Doppler
detector.
radar.
The
Or
old
whatever.
metal detector. And,
Metal detector, that's what it's called.
Then,
The old Doppler radar.
Then a storm rolled in. It got real creepy. There was some crow-like stuff again, and then Gertie froze. Everyone wanted to run. Teddy was swinging a metal detector as like a weapon.
That's right.
Then Teddy got split from the group, was alone in this darkness, and then snapped back after like slashing through it with the metal detector. And in front of all of you was a beagle.
A beagle. Now we can talk about it.
A
It was a
spirit beagle.
Which I don't know where I can put this right now. So
Not
for
anywhere they can
anyone-
see it.
You can tape it up.
Oh,
That'll work, yeah.
For now.
For
wow,
now.
That anybody else surprised at actually how well that worked? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Lean a little bit to your left with
That's
your body,
alright.
but
Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll just.
We'll put it
Not that far.
Put it
Okay.
in the backpack next time.
So, you all, Gertie, and Frankie, and Jonas, no, I'm just kidding, and Derry,
And then
and
there's Bob.
Teddy, see in front of you a very cute, seemingly normal-sized average beagle. It looks pretty happy.
Is there anything strange about this? Is it just look like a normal
Roll
beagle?
brains for me.
Sure.
Everyone can roll brains.
Roll
if they want
brains to tell me how cute.
How cute.
I'd like to roll brains so I can use my street smarts to see how normal this dog is.
Now here's what I all my life, William.
Oh, it's gonna fuck me up.
All my
Shit. Shit!
Stop swearing.
Snap!
Keep A. That's like 2 in the.
Two.
Yeah.
Two. in
Okay, no more of that. Derry's whole life, adults have been telling him he can't love dogs. So can I add my +3 for being rebellious against adults to this?
What?
Wait, why would adults tell
I'm
me?
lying. I'm sorry. I just saw the number there and I wanted it. No, wait. No, I got nothing.
That was very exciting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you almost got it.
Yeah, I don't want to make that part of Derry's backstory that adults don't want to love dogs. I rolled a 19 for how
Yeah.
cute and what's up with this dog.
Teddy's gonna defer to Derry.
What? You rolled a 19 and wanted to add +3?
No, I rolled a 19 and wanted to make a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wow. Okay, so we have 19. What?
7.
7?
I think Gertie's just super distracted.
What did you roll?
I rolled a
just
1.
rolled a 1.
Oh.
They're more of a fox family.
Yeah.
Cut the stream. Cut the stream. I didn't roll one. Cut it. No. Okay. I'll give you both adversity tokens for that if you want some pogs.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I would love
Distribute those pogs.
Franny. Frankie.
Distribute those there pogs.
Finally,
Okay.
one that doesn't go in the swear jar.
Yeah. So I will say, I mean, even with, gosh, with a 1, you're both like, with
With a 1.
a dog.
a 1, With the one,
forget
you know
everything
what?
that's
With the
happened.
one, you don't even connect that the dog had anything to do with what was just happening.
Cool.
Word.
You're
There's
just like,
there
oh,
just
what happened
happened
to
to
all
be a
that
dog here
shadow
now.
and darkness?
Oh
And like,
my
also there's a dog.
God.
I'm gonna roll flight
this
to like
dog
pick
in
up
here.
this
But hold on,
adorable.
I gotta resolve the
Yeah,
other two really
Yeah,
quick. So with a 7, you can tell it's a beagle. You can tell that it appears to be an average dog, but you are super suspicious. So like you're still holding
Still,
off.
yeah, Teddy's still holding his metal detector out.
Sure,
to
sure,
this
sure, sure.
beagle.
What does Derry know?
Derry, this is like, as far as you can see, like entirely, this is just a normal dog.
Okay.
This is it's like
Normal dog.
Normal
was
dog.
the eyes that we saw last night.
I will tell you with a 19, it is
Cool.
exactly the same eyes.
Cool.
These are the eyes that you saw. These are if Gertie had rolled better, these would have been the eyes that she saw when she was alone. This is getting a little meta, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those are the eyes. Yes.
Cool. So last question I want to answer with a 19. How cute?
So cute.
So cute?
Maybe, I mean, arguably the cutest beagle you've ever seen.
Aw.
That's a lot.
And that's a
Have you
lot.
seen
That's-
Cats and Dogs? Frankie Muniz in that movie is a very cute beagle.
Frankie Muniz is a cute beagle.
So Derry, connecting that this dog seems harmless despite the spookiness that was going on. Derry's gonna crouch down to be smaller because beagles are small. And since I rolled a 19 brains, I think Derry knows that a good way to approach dogs is one, slowly with your hand out, and if you slowly blink at them and then open them, this is actually more for cats.
Yeah, I
was gonna say, I feel like
It's a sign of trust because it means that they could kill you. Now I have my friends with me, but Derry's gonna try all that anyway. So get down close and just like
Yeah, to make dogs trust me, I just give them a knife. I give them a knife and I put it up to my own body. And I say, you can kill me right now. Look how much I trust you.
Since I rolled a 1 in brains, I then rolled a 1 in flight to
to
catch
fall on
this
your butt.
puppy.
To what?
To catch this puppy.
To catch. Okay.
So
I couldn't tell what you
Yeah.
were saying. Cats. I thought you said
to
to catch
catch this puppy, to
I-
turn it into a cat.
I want to cast this puppy. This puppy is the
I
next
cast-
Brando.
I cast Spectral Puppy, Phantom Puppy.
So you, with your 1 to catch this puppy, Derry is approaching it very soft,
With
Oh no.
with eyes closed and arm out.
Oh no.
there's a fancy boy right now.
And Frankie is just gonna like run up immediately with like all.
I want it!
Yes, exactly.
I want it!
With all the energy in the world, and is like immediately frightens this dog,
Uh-huh.
and the dog bolts.
Oh.
Flight to continue my efforts.
Quick,
I'm-
does somebody have any snacks?
I'm
Snacks in
gonna
their
roll
backpack?
flight to try to.
Quick, does
catch
anybody have any
him.
snacks? Not my fruit by the foot. Not my fruit by the foot.
I don't have anything
What?
that I would consider a
No
snack,
snack.
but it is a puppy. Is it a puppy, by the way? How old does this dog look?
Yeah, it's about puppy. Like
Cool.
I would say this thing couldn't possibly be a year old.
Cool. I want to roll flight to follow him.
You gotta beat an
slash the
8.
dog. I'm rolling a d6, and that's a 4.
Don't you have a tray?
Now wait. Oh yeah, sorry.
I was wondering why it was only
Don't
my
you have a
dice in
dice
here.
tray?
Should I roll again? No. I rolled a 4. Now I would say this isn't. I wouldn't use rebellious here to be resisting influence from a child, right? That'd be a really wide.
No,
I'm not doing that.
That's
I'm not.
okay.
That's not what's happening.
I like where your head's at, though.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
really trying to use those
I want
strengths.
to. 4 flight.
Four for flight. What did you roll
8.
again? Okay, you can't roll again to catch this puppy, but
rolled
I
a
will
1.
let you use that 8.
Oh.
Can I
Okay.
can I roll a charm to maybe charm this puppy back?
Sure.
Okay.
Can you explain
What-
exactly how that would work?
I don't know. I just call really sweetly to it.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
What do
Yeah.
you say?
Uh,
Do you give it a name?
I don't know. BB.
Baby?
BB?
No, BB.
BB?
BB Beagle.
BB? BB Beagle? Oh.
BB Beagle?
Oh, 12
You know 12's good, right? Wait, 12 on a what?
out of 20.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 12 on a 12. No, 12 on a 20. That's good.
Yeah, it's not
like
bad.
that's a good roll. This ain't like D&D.
No.
12's a good roll.
Cool.
Okay, so 8. I would say you can catch up to it, like sort of, Frankie. And now you're just like kind of chasing it in like a figure 8, like
Uh-huh.
you like keep going
Across,
around.
like, wait, across this, like,
This like wide open
wide
area.
open
you're in.
area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Cool.
what did you roll there?
4.
A 4 for
Flight.
flight.
To chase. And I was trying to catch Frankie
I'll
mostly.
say you are. This is like Scooby-Doo comedy style. You're just like chasing behind,
Sure.
like kind of like lagging a little bit behind.
We're like in the line of the trees, and we'll just like be like zipping behind the trees. Then we'll pop out like from behind different trees.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And then like a ghost just comes out and is like, "What's going on?"
If you don't mind with a 12, if I could say, if this would make sense for you, this whole chasing bit is going on. And instead of like a BB like really calm, like if you just like whistled really hard, and everybody stopped. So like Frankie stops, Derry stops, and this dog just like stops, and everyone's like looking at Gertie.
You wanted me to stop?
Teddy's still got his metal detector held out in front of him. Yeah. He just turns. He's got the metal detector pointed at this beagle wherever it goes. He's just been following it around.
Take advantage of the situation to catch this puppy.
I want to still hold on with Gertie here because her role is the reason that we are here. So I want to.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and so everyone stopped, and so I think Gertie's just kind of like, everyone's. I don't know. Maybe Gertie does bring out her fruit by the foot. Just
Yeah?
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah.
You're gonna do that?
Yeah.
For BB?
Yeah, for BB. And so I hold it out and I just do the, come hither, like, oh, come here.
Okay, so this little dog, this little beagle, BB, apparently. BB, great. So BB starts
I think so.
going a little bit towards you, and is like, it takes a moment, and is like standing right next to Frankie, and does like a little like look up, and is like looking at the fruit by foot for a second, and then looks back up at Frankie, and is like starts going past, and like is looking at Frankie a little bit more for a minute, and goes past, and then passes Derry, and looks at Derry,
And Derry's like,
and reaches in. and the dog's like, and it goes past, and is and crawling right past Teddy now, who has the metal detector extended out.
is it going off?
That's a good
Metal
question.
detector?
Actually,
No,
yeah.
it's not.
Okay, no collar, no collar.
Is it- yeah,
Brains,
no
is
collar,
this
no
dog
collar.
a robot?
Roll for robot.
Roll for robot. And this dog takes a moment and like gets a little bit closer to your metal detector.
I think Teddy like instinctively like pulls his metal detector back. Like it's like he thought he was gonna like hit something with this, but now he's like, wait, this is my metal detector. I'm not gonna hit anything with this.
right. And then this dog hones in on this fruit by the foot, comes on over, and is like trying to grab it from your hand, and then like
I think Gertie will set it down
Okay.
on the ground.
Cool.
And then do the whole like sniff.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And then.
Unless.
No less.
if the beagle allows Gertie, she's gonna do the take the base of the ears and just rub until it reaches the tips of the ears, and that's supposed to be a pressure point.
Really?
Yes, for dogs.
Interesting.
To make them feel a little more comfortable.
Skilled.
I learned that from the
Skilled at
movie,
dogs.
Skill that loves dogs.
Well, that loves dogs. We're all gonna get that by the end
We're
of
all
the
gonna
episode.
have it.
Yes, we can. We'll eventually we may all acquire a skill that loves dogs.
I, Jonas, have had it my whole life. Derry has some more.
Regardless of how often parents want you to hate dogs.
Correct. Which is my whole life.
Hey, Gertie, I think that thing might be dangerous.
Why do you say that?
That's a hard.
It's a little beagle. Look, I looked into its
It
soul.
just looks a little frightened, that's all.
Yeah.
I was when I was still here, there was like a. I'm drifting into Southern. Goddamn.
Try Boston.
Christ.
Trade me real quick.
There was a shadow place, or listen, I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but the dog was in the shadow place, and now I'm here again, and
Wait, you went to like a shadow? What do you mean, like you went?
I don't know,
So are
Jerry.
you saying the dog saved you?
Maybe. Rolfer, did the dog save me? Brains?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
7.
Is that a D8?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love the expression of like, shit, did the dog say this?
Did it seem like, was it threatening?
That was more of a me being like, is that something you would think?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. There's no discernible evidence that the dog saved you, but with a 7, what do you think Teddy would think?
I think Teddy is freaked out. Like, I think he was in that, like, shadow place, and, like, especially with, like, the crows that happened last night, like, I think he's already in kind of a freaked out place. So I think he's associating this dog with this place, even if it's an unfair association.
Sure. Yeah, the dog saved you.
Cool.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, Teddy, maybe try doing the whole...
No, I'm not getting next to that thing.
Teddy, it's look, I'll show you. It's super nice.
You say I'm not getting next to that thing, and you look over and Gertie's just petting its ears.
Yeah. Actually, I want to go over and sit on the ground behind it and start scratching its butt, because I know that dogs generally can't reach there, so it gets itchy.
I want to go behind and
Wait, is that why dogs like that?
That's why dogs like that.
We're learning so much about
Because
dogs.
they can't kick there super well.
Oh my gosh.
So that's if you want a dog to
Dogs.
bond with you, scratch their butt.
Wow. I didn't do my research before
Welcome to Dogs
I've
and
been doing
Hijinks.
research again my whole life. So
What were you about to say, Frankie?
Oh, I'm gonna go pick the fruit by the foot off the ground.
Okay.
Is he not eating it?
It does have it in its it's like chewing on it on the ground. It hasn't picked it up, but it's
And
like,
like reverse receipt
yeah,
machine.
it's like it's taking its paws and it's like lengthening it out. No, it's not.
Then I'll do that.
It's got it like a tongue.
It's like some little squares of
rolling
it.
out.
Oh, is it doing the tongue tattoo?
Yeah, it gets a tongue tattoo really quick of another dog.
I would like to pull
And it
a
looks all
lady
he's like,
in the
this is so
tramp.
sick. Sorry, go ahead.
Pulls out
None
a
of that
little
happened.
mirror.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Frankie's gonna try and pull a lady in the tramp with the other end of the fruit by the foot.
Oh my god.
Fruit wallet, whatever
Yes.
we're calling it.
Okay.
Oh God! I just put that together.
Okay. So you I guess you
It's
and
an
the dog.
act of sympathy to bond with the
Sure.
dog. Of course, Frankie is on all fours as we're doing this, so he's not using his hands.
course
He's
he
doing
is.
this entirely with his mouth.
Yeah, that makes sense. That all tracks. Yeah, so I
We're
guess
surrounding this puppy,
you and
except
this
for you.
you and this puppy are chomping down, getting closer and closer. Not yet, but with this fruit by the foot.
William,
That's what I get for drinking water on stream. Great. So you are Gertie's. I was just gonna say Gertie is petting the dog. Is there anything else you'd like to do right now?
I eventually want to try and pick it up.
Okay.
But,
do you want to wait for
Yes.
whatever Frankie's
I
doing?
will wait.
And Derry and Teddy, what are you doing?
I'm petting the butt.
You're still petting the butt? Okay.
Teddy's keeping his distance.
Keeping the distance. Great. Good. Okay. So, Frankie, I guess you and the dog get, like, real close with the fruit by the foot. And then, like, it notices how close it is to you, and then just, like, tugs on it to get it out of your mouth.
Fight to tug back.
Yeah, hold on.
Can I help? Can I spend an adversity token to help this dog?
You want to help the dog?
Yeah, I know this is technically like a snap decision, but I have been planning for it for a while.
I'm fine. Yeah, help the dog.
Cool. So I'm gonna spend an adversity token, and that adds 2 to the dog's roll because I have the loyal strength.
And this is your friend?
And this is my. I guess. Do I need to roll for that? Is this my friend?
I think
this is-
I think Derry thinks this is their.
And I've been scratching his butt for like probably a solid minute now. So
Sure.
maybe now.
All right.
I'm also it's
Yeah. Do it. Okay. So I'll roll, and I get +2 because Derry's helping.
Because Derry's
Can
helping
you explain exactly? how
So as I'm scratching the butt, I see what's happening, and I'm gonna like kind of. What do I do? Because I could say I could yank the dog back, but that wouldn't help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What is there anything that Frankie's afraid of? Wait.
Hey, let me read your fears on your character sheet real quick.
No, when you say loss of face, do you mean literally?
No.
Okay.
Also, who isn't afraid of that?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say Frankie and Axe to try to distract Frankie and
Ooh,
Axe.
I like that.
And I'm gonna point at the sky.
So I rolled a 7 + 2. That's 9.
I rolled an 8.
Wow, my +2 held.
Okay, here's how I want to
It was
resolve this then.
decisive.
So I think that the beagle like does like try to tug away from you, but then you like tug back. And the thing, like the beagle loves it. Like, yeah, and you're both like tugging on this.
Wait, how strong is this? Keep going. It's magic.
It's magic.
It's doing that thing like.
Yeah. Oh God.
Also, this is a puppy.
Yeah, it's true.
So maybe it doesn't have a lot of strength. But and then like you hear the look,
Frankie and Axe.
And you're just like, and it takes this moment and it rips the rest of the fruit by the foot out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And takes and like runs away like about like 10, 15 feet away from all of you.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Derry's laughing. You guys can imagine what that sounds like. Not far off.
Oh, yeah. Nice work.
You're right. That cloud does kind of look like an egg.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Oh, fantastic.
He takes this moment to try and again kind of coax the puppy back.
Gertie, I really think we should be careful of this thing. We don't know where it's from. It might have rabies. We don't know.
I mean, all valid points, Teddy. It doesn't have a collar on, though. What if it's lost? It looks super young.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I guess you're right.
Are you just heartless? You don't want to save these...
I love that, like, Teddy had already given in. Like, I guess you're right. You big piece of shit.
Holy. Swear jar. Swear jar.
Yeah, put a pocket for me.
William, toss it in.
No. Stop, no.
You're breaking the illusion.
Stop throwing things at me, please. I can't handle it. This light is very bright.
Just drop one in for him.
Yeah, I think Teddy's like, I mean, I guess we could try to get it home. I want us all to be careful, because, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little freaked out, guys. I'm a little freaked out.
Are you freaked out because of the storm that just happened?
No, I'm freaked out because I was just in, like, a shadow world.
I hear you, Teddy, but we did all... I mean, I don't know. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. It's been a weird day. Are you sure you're not, like, imagining things? I mean, we still have pretty active imaginations, and we're artists, too, so even more so.
Yeah.
I have a question. Does Gertie... is what Teddy experienced exactly what Gertie experienced, or are they different?
You don't know.
Oh,
all
okay.
you've heard is what Teddy is saying, and
Okay.
it sounds like you were in a shadow world as well.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, Derry, I mean, maybe.
I mean,
let's take the dog. If we need to take the dog, that's fine, but can we go back to camp?
I think that's a good idea. Honestly, I mean, whatever was going on with that storm was super weird.
Yeah.
So at the very least, we should be around your parents, around the Foxes for sure. I do want to take the dog. I do want to take the dog
Of
with
course,
us.
we're
It is
gonna
my
take
friend.
the dog, and we'll ask Mom and Dad and see what they think about.
Yeah.
What we can do with this dog.
For sure. Yeah.
The town's not far away. Maybe it wandered.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put up flyers.
Yeah, we can put up flyers.
Maybe bigger dogs threw its little dog back in the river too.
I have a question for everyone. I'm not doing this to do anything, but have any of you been paying attention to the dog?
Yes.
Yes.
Generally, yes.
Okay, so you're keeping an
I want
eye
to know where it is.
on them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You blink.
It's gone.
Yeah.
You flick the flashlight.
And I actually...
I'll say BB starts moving a little bit away at some points, and then catches you looking at them, and then comes back a little bit more.
Okay.
And then just posts up and sits down, and sits down funny, like the legs spread out.
Can you show us? Can you show us? Can you show us
It
what
just
the dog?
plops down. No, that thing doesn't have legs. Well, it does have legs. It's just difficult.
Yeah, I got you. So wait, so it
its
sits
body is too long. This is like a dachshund beagle mix. This is just a beagle.
So are you saying it sits on its butt like a person would, or it?
Well,
its
it
legs
kind of plumps, and its feet instead of bending at the knees and being like that, it just.
Feet out.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's kind of
gotcha.
funny in that it just kind of very poses. It crosses one leg over the
It
other and
lopes.
sits from its tooth.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, as in puts on a clown nose and honks it a couple times.
Tells a couple jokes.
Starts pulling a ribbon out of somewhere and just.
Summons a storm.
The ear.
I wanna go walk over to the clown dog.
None of that's canon?
Can we say there's a spot right on the nose?
Yeah.
It's like pink, but it's almost red.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I go over, still, slowly. And
Can you roll brains for me?
yes, please. I actually wanted to because I want to ask you like, hey, where did you come from? And I want to look around and see if I can like see tracks or something.
Where did you go?
But where it could have come from, where it could have gone, where it come from. Cotton Eye John, 16.
What was that?
16.
Okay.
Wait, tell me not to, so I get a +3.
So that's, oh my gosh, that opens up a mechanic I'm not ready for. Every time it's like, tell me not to do it, Frankie.
Hold me back! Hold me back!
Oh my God!
I'm
doing that. I'm doing that.
It's too bad Frankie's like the one who would encourage you the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. What's the worst that can happen? It's evil.
It's true. No, yeah. So the 16, I wanted you to roll because you like kind of have your eyes closed as you're walking towards it. I wanted you to roll for like pin the tail on the donkey style. Like you get to it. And I'll use the 16 for like you saying where's your home? Where are you from?
Yeah, and also like investigating, looking around. I'm not expecting the dog to tell me.
Yeah, and it super just looks at you.
Hello,
blank.
Jonas.
Just blank, a blank.
I'm glad you
stare.
asked.
Yeah, and it's just like. And it like looks around with you.
Yeah.
As you, if you're looking around, like, is this where you?
I'm looking at like the ground and stuff too for like tracks, especially if there's like grass that's moving.
That's an interesting point. Are there paw prints leading like back?
Yeah. Do I find
in the
anything?
forest?
Yeah, sure. With the 16, I'll say you can follow some paw prints. You see the ones that are going in a figure eight a bit, but
yeah, I follow those.
You can recall. You can recall where you remembered the beagle being when you first saw it,
and which direction the tail was facing at that point.
Sure. I know.
Because...
Yeah, and you go over to the ground, and you see paw prints that lead into like a figure eight and everything. But you don't see paw prints that lead to those paw prints.
Spot. Okay, I'll share that with the party. I mean, I don't see anything here, any leads,
maybe
but
the storm covered them up.
That's a really good point. God, I'm glad you're 15.
Oh, I will say, hold on, wait. Last time I did mention it seems like it would be a storm, but it is not. So it wasn't a storm. There wasn't a storm.
It was just like cloud. It was like clouds came in.
It was as if a storm was coming in. Clubbing in. Some thunder.
Dump storm. Dubstorm.
Hashtag Dubstorm.
Okay. Nobody steal that. That's IP. Dubstorm is...
TM.
We're going to make millions.
It's t-shirts.
It's going to be the next Geostorm.
Wait, are we going to invent a storm that plays dubstep? Oh.
A film called Dubstorm.
Oh, it's a film.
Yeah, so you don't see these things. There wasn't a storm, so there was no reason why I believe you would have said that. So, this is distinctly mysterious now.
Cool.
Well,
it is distinctly mysterious.
Shut up.
In that case, I'm gonna smear some applesauce that I have in my backpack on my face to get BB to start licking that. And then once BB's close, I'm gonna.
I guess roll charm for me.
Yeah, depending how this goes.
This is the least charming charm roll ever.
I think it's
not to a puppy. I don't know.
And that's a 3.
So you.
I'm gonna spend 2 adversity tokens.
Wait.
Burning.
I'm gonna say don't do that because I don't think it would help you. But also I'm gonna put a cap. You can only spend 2 adversity tokens at a time.
Cool.
To help yourself. We're learning as we're going.
1 now.
I will. Okay.
I used a bunch last time.
So you smear this applesauce on your face.
Crisscross.
And the dog's like super weirded out. You would like it's actually kind of scared of you now because you looked like a human or something beforehand.
You look like really glossy.
And now you look weird, and the dog doesn't get it. And
can I go console BB? Be like, hey, it's okay. He's just a really, really weird child.
Sure.
And I want to try to like see if I can slowly. I'll start with a soft embrace.
You want to roll charm?
Yeah.
This is very fun. Hey, you can give yourself an adversity token there, Frankie.
Hell yeah.
That is a 6. Frankie, tell me not to.
Do it. Catch that puppy.
So you're approaching it, and it's still a little scared still. I mean, it's very new. It just met all of you, and like so mixed with seeing an applesauce-faced child, and also
and I was a little fast.
And you approaching it a little fast. BB starts like backing off and like kind of towards the woods a little
I'm
bit.
gonna look at Gertie.
At this point, can Gertie... And I feel like Gertie, for some reason, is pretty confident in how BB's gonna react. But Gertie just starts walking back towards the campsite, and she just looks back and she goes, "Come on, baby," and does a little, and
Yeah,
can
roll
I roll
charm.
a charm?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness!
Do I mark adversity? while
That's a 20.
Hold on, that's way over here. You can get it. Yeah.
Because I asked to do the thing, but technically you asked if I wanted to roll charm, and I would have done it anyway. But did I call for that roll, or did you?
Oh, I would say, and like, this is something I meant to talk about.
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
this is off stream.
Yeah, I'll be giving adversity tokens out. So don't mark them when you fail unless I tell you to, because otherwise if we get into like roll heavy sessions, you're gonna end up with a lot of adversity tokens. So sometimes if I feel like giving you an adversity token, you'll get it.
Cool.
And mainly if it is like very plot heavy, like of an impact from your roll when you fail, you'll absolutely get an adversity token for that. But if it's an instance like this where all of you are rolling for the same thing,
That's true, yeah.
I'm not really going to hand out adversity tokens
Give it to- yeah,
except
that
for the
makes
first
sense.
person who did it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to roll again?
May I?
Yeah, I don't take rolls that fall off the table.
10.
10? 10's good. 10 is good. 10 is good. So you very confidently start walking back to your bike. You do your whistle and you say, "Come on, baby." And the dog, like, baby legit just does like a, all right.
Wow.
And then like starts following you.
Yes, so.
I would like to say Teddy, as soon as Gertie started walking back to the bikes, Teddy followed her. And I think he's just like checking, like after she does her whistle, he's like checking over his shoulder to make sure this dog's not gonna like get up on him very quickly.
Sure.
Like he would like some room to maneuver around this dog.
Cool. So are you all heading back? Are you getting on your bikes? What's happening here?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Do you think the dog could ride on this little...
Yes, I do.
Wait, let me see.
I would say
Oh, yeah.
you can actually lift that towards the camera now because these autofocus. So
Oh yeah.
Right
Wait,
here.
I got something for
That's
this.
Gertie's bite. No. Well, that's Gertie's bite.
And Frankie's gonna like ruffle through this bag. And hang on, I got something.
No.
for this. And he pulls out some duct tape.
I looked over the sheet. I was like, "What are you? No. What are you possibly gonna pull out right now?"
Frankie, I think baby's gonna be fine.
But
without
what
that
if she
tape.
falls?
She won't fall.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 19 brains earlier.
But if you reconsider,
Thank you, Frankie.
Was able to tell the
I
sex
know
of this
who to go
dog.
to.
yes, yeah. Although if it was a cat, who knows?
We've learned that recently.
Yeah, we've learned that.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I would. It's a she.
She cool. I won't say anything then.
If BB can be on the back of your bike, that was fun to say. As long as you are like sitting a little bit forward on your seat, or if you are like
I
standing.
think maybe I'm walking my bike.
Oh, okay. Because what I want to say is BB is like back legs, like the feet are on that little grate thing that you have, and then the paws are on the seat.
Cool.
Okay.
So it's
I
like
like that.
leaning forward.
Yeah.
We can go slow.
Yeah.
We can go
I just
slow.
would like to say Sam, the flesh body person, is very
Yes,
entranced
Sam
by
the flesh
this.
body.
Sam the flesh body.
I just like to say Sam the flesh
Sam
body.
the flesh body. Sam the flesh body.
Sam
My
flesh
other
body.
character
Cast your vote for Sam the flesh body.
for school president.
That's for sure my next D&D character, Samuel Fleshbody.
No, is very
Definitely
charmed
not
by
done.
this beagle, but Teddy is not.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I told William I was thinking about playing that, but I was like, no, I want a love dog.
I almost want. There were so many times during this like interaction with the dog where like too many jokes were running through my head.
Yeah.
Where every time you rolled something like a brains or something, I wanted to just like freak you out by being like, yes, I'm a dog. But I was like, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. But it was like too tempting. It was very fun.
We made
great.
that joke.
So I think if there's nothing else, I think we get back to the campsite, right?
Yeah.
At least Teddy's definitely headed that way.
I'm gonna.
Teddy's ready to be.
Teddy's ready to go.
Teddy's ready.
Yeah.
Mine is just a question, almost definitely. Do we go past where we toss those bikes into the
Oh
stream?
yeah, good question.
Yeah, you
I
cross
just want
back
to check
over
up
the
on
bridge.
it. Are they floating downstream or are
No,
they
they just
in
sank
the...
to the bottom.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. How deep did it seem?
It's not horribly deep. It's maybe like 10 feet deep. 10, 15 feet deep.
Cool.
That's
They're not
pretty
getting back
deep.
though.
10 feet deep.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's like
Yeah, they're not
in
getting those
running
bikes
water.
back.
That's like
Cool.
kid gonna drown deep.
Yep.
Yeah, this is kid gonna drown water.
This is kid gonna drown stream.
This is kid gonna drown water.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go wash my face in the stream, but with like the deepest part of the stream.
Great, Frankie. Spencer and I discussed this before today's session. This is where Frankie dies.
Spencer's got a whole new character. He's really excited to
And it's a
introduce.
Yeah, he wanted to come in as Samuel Flesh.
It was actually gonna be Samuel Body Flesh, but you kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah, you ruined it there.
I'm sorry, I ruined
So
it
it's
for
flesh
everyone.
body now.
and I'd just like to apologize to our audience for ruining that joke for
And,
you.
the
and-
next 2 hours are going to be Sam apologizing.
Yeah, this is the Sam Richardson apology stream. Welcome.
Bound to happen ever since you got famous. Just knew you were gonna mess up.
So you get back.
Yikes, Jonas.
Oh my goodness. Hey, at least it doesn't look super weird now.
Oh wait, I have one more joke I wanted to make.
Okay.
Oh, you can't change your name from something that sounds like Franny's name to Sam's name. Your character. You can't be Frankie and then Sam.
Oh,
That's not cool.
So this
all.
is some meta. Like on our, we have a group
No,
chat.
I get it.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. You get it.
Shit.
We have a group chat, and both of their names look exactly the same when they say something in the chat, and so I
Oh,
confuse
yeah.
them all.
Frankie.
we have
Franny.
a 1-letter difference.
Yeah.
Any more jokes before we get?
I think that's it. I
Back
think
to-
that
oh, one
was
more?
it.
I've at this point eaten most of the applesauce, but I am saving a little bit for later in case BB grows
Gross.
on. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
reconsiders.
Wild animals just like approach you and start eating your face.
An axe comes out of the sky.
No,
So you
that's
make
for
it
BB.
back to don't you touch the applesauce. You make it back to the the campsite.
applesauce.
And the folks are already back, so you
Cool.
see their bikes immediately when you stroll up.
What's
they're,
that smell?
they're in their tent.
God,
Me
the
too,
wood smells so weird.
yeah,
Can I roll brains on that smell?
I will say,
I'm just kidding. I don't need to do that.
I will say this. So like they are not inside at the moment. You do have a dog on the back of your bike. What do you want to do right now?
I say we unzip their tent a little bit and just let the dog in.
That's kind of cute.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
You want to do it?
I think we should just like get real close to their tent. So like one of us will be one on each side, right? We'll all get into position. We'll count to 3, and we'll just scream.
No, Frankie,
No, no.
you don't have to screaming. It hurts my ears.
It's comedy gold every time. You know it.
Do you think?
Dirty.
Do you think if we put the dog in there and one of us did a really different voice, we could make them think the dog was talking? Like we're from outside the tent, like you. Like they probably. I bet you could do like a really like a big like mountain voice, and they wouldn't even know.
Hello.
Come on, Teddy. Your voice been dropping.
You can do it, Tank.
Teddy's body's changing.
Flesh body.
Flesh body.
Flesh
Teddy
body.
flesh body.
What do I do with all this flesh in my body?
Teddy's gonna cross his arms and say, "Guys, I really just want to go home. I'm ready to go home."
Really?
Teddy, are you?
It's fall break.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go home, I'm cool with that too. But are you sure? Like,
Yeah, I think so. I'm good on the forest for this weekend.
okay.
Oh.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'd be. I guess I wouldn't want to stay here
Can-
without you. Honestly.
We can go home, Teddy, but can we still
Do the
break
dog
up parent?
dog prank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the voice?
I'll do the voice.
Do the voice?
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
the voice.
I do want to just like take a moment here. I swear I won't do this very often, but I do want to point out exactly like how much of a thing that was that Teddy of all of you said I'm done with the forest for this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I really want you to sit with that for a moment.
Yeah. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Teddy
so,
loves.
and we can,
Teddy's an outdoorsman in that he likes
Yeah.
the outdoors, and that is
Yeah.
a joke I'm gonna reuse every single time.
Yeah.
Teddy's done with the forest for this evening.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like, I'll do the voice.
Okay. Cool.
Great. So
So you got the dog.
you're gonna toss the
we-
dog. You're gonna toss.
Should we
the
wait?
dog.
This could be a prepared thing if we like prep it.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah, you can prepare.
Do what? What do we get to do? We can
You can
spend
use
adversity tokens to
spend
help.
adversity tokens to help each other, or you can take half of the die roll.
Okay. What would this roll be? Would this be a charm?
I feel
Or
like
brace.
Depends on what each of you are doing. I'll give you
Sure.
like if you each want to do a thing.
Honestly, I want to help Teddy. I want to like rub Teddy's shoulders and get him into character and stuff. I'm just give him the pep talk. Just shimmy a little bit. Shimmy. Like high school
I feel
musical.
like this is so close to like your warm up for before band practice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Teddy's.
It has nothing to do with
It's the same thing, but
actual
more
instruments,
more
it's a-
vocal stuff. That sounded sure. So we'll do that for a while, and that's just gonna be me helping him.
Several minutes.
Yeah.
Just several minutes of
Frankie's
just.
gonna be the one who's like,
Frankie and like Gertie are just like waiting for this to
waiting.
happen. We're just like
Okay, I'm ready.
up in hand.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Ready?
What are you two doing?
Frankie's gonna be the one who has a zipper. He's gonna be like, zip, zip.
But it has to be super quiet. Okay, just like a little bit.
So if you're so you'll be unzipping the tent and you'll be
Yeah.
placing the dog inside.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take some rolls really quick.
Okay, cool.
Let's get some rolls.
Add
Jonas,
+2 to yours.
Yeah, just add +2 to yours.
And I'm out of adversity tokens.
What am
for
I
now.
rolling? Grit? Can I roll grit?
You're just trying to sound like a dog, like a person.
like-
sound like someone
yeah.
else.
Sound like.
You're trying
yeah.
to change your voice.
Yeah.
I think
So.
grit could be because like if you're trying to overcome nerves, because I think you can
Yeah.
do the voice. It seems like nerves
Yeah.
are the problem here, which
Well,
feels like grit.
I think he's trying to go for a deep voice too, right? So he's like really psyching himself into
Yeah.
like this like.
I was trying to build up his grit. So, you know.
That's what he's been doing for several minutes.
I'll let you use grit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Frankie.
I think you can make an argument either for flight in terms of a swift execution,
Yep, I
or
was thinking
alternatively in the same vein of grit to like be that focused and
Yep.
precision. Be like, cool, we're gonna do this swiftly.
Either way,
silently.
that's good. I like both of those justifications. Hold on, and what?
I mean, I guess to say maybe grit for just like being quiet about it, or would that be?
I would say flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
More than anything for what you're
Oh, because
doing.
you have to toss the dog in,
Yeah.
right?
Place the dog. Place the dog.
Place the dog.
No animals were thrown on this
Please.
stream.
Go on. Just something through the side of the tent, just a beagle-shaped hole.
Like a rotor in a cartoon.
Yeah.
So Gertie's rolling brawn.
No.
So all right. So flight. What
I
were you
just
gonna
said the
roll,
F
Frankie?
word.
Grit.
It was under my breath, but I'm doing it.
Grit. So grit, and flight. All right.
Yep.
Let's get those rolls.
And +2. Oh! Exploding dice.
Exploding. Okay.
Exploding D12.
We should explain for those of you who don't know what exploding dice are in Kids on Bikes.
It's very dangerous.
When you roll the highest number on your dice, you get to roll them again and add that second dice roll to the total.
Yeah, and it's just called like exploding. That's like
They don't literally. Well,
Not yet.
not yet.
Send us
You
some
have a
exploding.
Kickstarter for Black Powder dice.
That's a 16.
16. Okay, and that was with your +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Hold on. So what did you, Frankie?
After expending 2 adversity tokens, I got a 5.
Oh no.
Okay, that's
The
fine.
key part of this plan.
No, that's okay.
That's how it starts.
Great. And then what did you roll, Gertie?
A whomping 2.
Zip. And then whatever he says.
Okay, I love this so much. Hold on.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I give a pep talk to the
Oh
wrong
my
people.
gosh. This, holy cow. Oh, I'm trying not to swear right now.
Wait, did you roll for BB?
Did I roll for B?
Because BB's the lead in this.
That's true, yeah.
What's your BB roll?
Charm. No one's doing charm. I feel like BB should roll
Or
charm.
flight.
I think BB's gonna roll flight.
Flight. Oh sure.
As she,
Holy crap.
that's a nat 20.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
How is the D20 not charm? How? It's your character.
It's a
I know,
straight young
I know
dog.
it's fast.
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
true. It is. Yeah. I have flight's the 20.
I know. It just happened to be.
Charm. Just so you know, charm is the 12.
I figured. I'm sorry. I
No,
shouldn't
it's cool.
criticize anything.
Yeah,
you
it's
do.
all right. I'm fine. It doesn't affect me at
perfect,
all.
and I
My
love
self-esteem
you.
is so high. Oh man, I
More
love
positive comments, please. Can you just
Everyone-
anti-roast William?
Everyone in the chat, send positive comments about William right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
And
So hot.
this will be the 1 week I don't read them. No, I read them every week. Thank you so much. So here's what happens.
Yes, please.
I'm ready.
So Gertie goes to throw, to let BB
To guide
BB into the tent, and Frankie goes to open it, and like it like jams the zipper, and this is all happening so fast. So the zipper gets jammed, and Frankie like tugs as hard as he can, and like rips this open as the dog is like kind of like running into the tent. So the tent is just collapsing on your parents, and they hear this.
Hello, I am a beagle. That's it. That's all Teddy's got.
Hello, I am a beagle.
Hello, I am a beagle.
But you just hear both your parents scream, and they're like, "Oh no! You can have the weed. You can have it. You can take the weed. Oh my gosh!" And they're both just like screaming.
Gary's laughing.
And they're swinging, and they're like ripping their own tent apart too. And everything's like collapsing and falling on them. And BB with a 19 bolts again.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Can I take off after him since I wasn't since I wasn't directly doing anything? Could I be ready to run off after her?
You said you were laughing a bunch.
I was laughing. Okay.
You're a little distracted.
Gertie would be
cool.
more on top of it.
I think Gertie would be more on top of it.
Yeah.
Frankie's on top of it. It being the tent.
Yep.
That tracks.
So should I do flight again to run after it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
please.
this is like a brains.
I have not been doing well with rolls today. 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. With a 6, you can.
I like how you're more optimistic about this 6 than you have about them like your 10.
I rolled a 12.
But I do it with like what the.
It's when you roll like a d20 and you're like,
If that's not clear, it doesn't matter what die you roll it with.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's not a percentage.
What I'm saying
of
is
the
like,
die.
Wait,
it's
so
not a
I
percentage.
could've
It's just the
rolling
flat.
with the
No, it
D-
matters
no,
what die
no.
you use, but that doesn't affect
It's
the DC.
if you roll like a 6 on a d6,
It's
that's
still a
not
6.
better than like a 6 on a d8.
Except that it explodes, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just the same.
It's the
So
flat
like say
number.
if you rolled a 5 on a d6 and a 5 on a d20, the outcome would be exactly the same.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like because he doesn't know what die we're rolling a lot of the time.
Got it.
I only ask sometimes because I think it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start after BB, but BB's like getting a little bit away from you.
Oh man.
Teddy's laughing alongside Derry.
Yeah.
You
Like,
can imagine what that
Teddy's-
sounds like.
Yeah. You can, audience at home, you can make up your own
Yeah.
Teddy laugh wave.
Make up your own laughs.
Yeah, send us your laughs. TeddyLaugh.wave.
No.
At
Oh, I thought you were gonna
QueueTimes.
do-
At
Yep.
QueueTimes
at
Twitter.
At
underscore-
jonasnewhouse@gmail.com. It's not real.
at we're just
Anyway.
it's like, what if your Twitter never mind. Back on track. So Gertie's running after BB. Frankie has fallen on this tent, and at this point the parents are like kind of getting situated onto like what is happening, and you two are laughing. So, and by you two I mean Teddy and Derry. All right, so let's just go to Gertie.
But okay.
So you're chasing
Yeah.
BB into the woods.
Right. But
Alone.
is there a certain point where BB gets too far that I'm not.
Is there?
Well, is there?
Well, it sounds like you're keeping up right now. Like you're not able to catch up, but like the distance has been staying the same. Like
Yeah.
you're taking off after her, and you
Yeah.
can see her.
Is there anything you want to do to try and like get her attention or stop her or anything like that?
Throw a rock at
More
her.
fruit roll-ups.
I think maybe I just stop chasing and just very kind of firmly just yell after her, BB!
Oh. Yeah, roll charm or grit.
Roll brawn to intimidate.
I mean, you could. You can pretty much roll charm, grit, or brawn for this
Okay.
one.
13.
13. Oh, yeah. So you do just like a very stern BB,
Get back over here right now.
and BB like stops and turns around and looks at you. You know, like how dogs do when they feel like they know they've done something wrong,
Yeah.
and like starts like moving towards you a little bit, and it's like, and stops. And it's like,
Can
no, like no sound.
Can Gertie bend down and pick up BB and cradle her like a
Wait a minute. Has this dog made a sound yet?
Nope.
Punch it.
God.
And
There's no animal abuse on this
No,
podcast.
I want to say that was Jonas because Derry's too far away.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Jonas. Yeah.
And I would never say
And how,
that.
yeah, I was gonna say
That was very out of
weird that
character for me.
Jonas, of all people, would say that.
No. It was if we wanted to make a sound.
You know what, Jonas? Take away that inspiration I gave you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Skill that,
never
punch
punch a
dogs.
dog. Don't even like
Skill
make
that
it think you're
punch
gonna punch
dogs.
it.
Skill
Skill
that
that punch
punch
dogs.
Don't do it. No.
No.
Oh, God.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry I made that joke.
Yeah,
I'm
me
also,
too.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go
you
back to
learned a
caring
new
and loving
skill.
for this dog.
Yes.
So
which
the
I
dog
do.
is in your arms.
Yeah, and I'm bringing it back to camp.
You turn around and take a step back to camp.
Uh-oh. And you're in the sunken place.
And you are stopped by a couple of kids
Crap.
who are up to no good. Started making trouble in these camping woods.
We do the whole song.
The rest of the next 2 hours will be me doing
My
this.
mom's right there, smoking weed in the tent with her husband, Pierre.
Oh, intrigue. No, you are stopped, and you recognize them both. It is Little Pete
and Big
and
Rob.
Big Rob.
And Little Pete is canonically larger than Big Rob, right? That's what we decided last session.
No one decided it, but
Big
someone
Rob
said
is
it.
big, but Little Pete
Big
could be
Rob.
bigger.
Big Rob is very big. Little Pete
is big.
is
Is a
small.
little
small.
bit
Okay.
larger.
Little Pete is small.
No irony in this, in bald.
No irony.
No irony in the
That's
town
why.
called bald.
That's why everyone is bald in this town.
Irony is a coast thing.
So Rob looks right at you, Big Rob, and he's like,
First name Big.
first name Big, last name Rob. He's like, hey, well, would you look at what we got here? If it isn't. And Little Pete like tugs on his jersey, and he's like, it's Gertie. That's Big Rob. That's Gertie.
These voices are the same alien from Space Jam, but before and after the transformation.
They get that a lot in character.
Oh yeah, it's Gertie. Gertie.
Jason.
Gertie. Little Pete's like,
By this time, Gertie just walked right past them.
Yeah. You just walk right past. Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Gertie. And Little Pete's like, no, I mean, like, are you gonna? Can we talk? Anything else? She was holding a dog. Big Rob. And you just keep going.
Yeah. Did you guys find your bikes, by the way?
Ooh.
Whoa!
Wait, it's like,
Whoa! I was ready to deny it if it came to the campsite, but that's
Big
not
Rob
gonna
turns
help.
and he's like, I knew it. I saw the little F. I knew it was your brother, and now you've confirmed it for me. Big, no. It's only one Big Rob.
It used to be Big Rob,
Big
but
Rob is my new favorite character.
I just want to say, it was pretty uncool that y'all threw our bikes in the water.
Wait a minute. Is Little Pete also a bully?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, also a bully.
not one of the four I named.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Not on my list.
But less punch you, take your lunch money, more like say kind of backhanded compliments, which slowly
Yeah.
erode your confidence
I got
over
you.
years.
Yeah.
Which is more harmful.
Wait, will you hand me
In the
the
long run.
beagle? So then,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Pass the beagle.
yeah.
There's dice in here.
We're about
Oh,
to
yeah.
break everything.
I just don't want
I
to.
had it.
We can take that
So,
gaff off.
break everything. So, yeah. Hey, we knew it when we saw the F. Here's the deal. Gertster.
Can you
Gerterina.
walk with me?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Can you walk with me? Can we do this on the move?
You want me to walk with you? Oh, would you rather I biked with you? Which I can't do anymore because you took big you took Big Rob's big bike. That's what he was about to say.
Big Rob's little bike.
I should not be drinking during this.
I mean, like, we would really appreciate it if you wouldn't do that in the future, and also give us your brother so we can kick the crap out of him. I mean, it's the only evidence that was at the scene of the crime. There's a little F drawn on the ground. Yeah, we're gonna take him, and Big Rob's gonna give him a big punch to the face. No. Yeah, punch him in the face. Big Rob, please.
Have Derry and Teddy stopped laughing?
I think so.
That's fine?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are they close enough? Are these guys close enough to the campground that we would potentially hear them?
I don't think you hear them so much, but you can definitely see. You can see Gertie off like through the brushes and the trees, and like there's stuff like kind of blocking you in your way in the foreground here, but you can sort of see that Gertie is with someone else. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Teddy's gonna pull out his walkie-talkie. Gertie, you all good? Over.
What was that?
Hey,
What was that?
can you hold on a second? I'm on the walkie-talkie.
You gotta say over.
Hey, Teddy, you're so right. Over.
Wait, Teddy. Oh. Teddy.
Jesus.
Hey, Rob. We're here for Frankie. Let's keep on track. So
Right
can
here,
you
kid.
call Frankie over, please, so we can? I mean, we don't have to kick the crap out of him, I guess. Can we? I sort of want
to walk with me, like I said before.
No, there's parents over there. Yeah, don't take us to the parents. Yeah, like you would, coward.
So I'm gonna go back to the campsite. You guys can join us. If you're hungry, we have some food. I also have to take care of this little guy.
What is that?
It's a beagle.
Don't say it's a dog. Oh, it's a beagle. Well, I don't say that either. I can tell it's a beagle. My family breeds dogs.
Skill that breeds dogs.
Skill that breeds dogs. Let me make a note for myself.
That's actually good to know. His family breeds dogs.
My family breeds dogs. Yeah, I know it's a beagle. I mean, like, I know that you don't have a beagle. I've seen your house.
Your house.
I've seen your house. There's a beagle in there. The beagle.
Big Rob, are you hungry?
I'm so hungry. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Little Pete. Yeah. Okay. Well, what? We can't go back to the camp because we're trying to. Your brother's there, I'm assuming, and we want to beat him up, but we can't do that in front of parents.
You know what in my experience, what's helped me when I'm a little upset is you take some deep breaths. And
This is amazing.
A little upset, Gertie. You threw our bikes in the river. Our bikes are in the. You threw. And when we went, you know what? We went down. We were able to fish one of them out, and the tires were popped.
Yeah, right.
It was like a sweet double prank where like we thought the prank was that you threw our bikes in the river, and then we fished them out, and then we couldn't ride them anyway. I was so mad. I
am sorry about that, boys. It was in the passion, in the moment of passion. Is that what I'm trying to say? But really, we are sorry. Maybe next time, don't throw eggs at Derry. It's just not a really nice thing to do.
I was throwing eggs in the direction of Derry, and Derry happened to be in the way of
That's very
his direction.
the direction that I was throwing the eggs, and there happened to be nobody else in the area.
Can Gertie roll? Because Gertie, she's like, okay. Can I roll
this
charm?
moving.
I would say there's no way you could charm your way out of this, but I will give you a flight.
Oh, okay.
Like as like you've like in a way like
Not physical flight, but
like talked circles around them a little bit.
Okay, well,
like-
and also because can Gertie not be intimidated by these guys?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I think she's just kind of.
well, are they younger than her? Were these the freshmen?
No, they're junior.
I'm
Oh,
just
they
gonna
could be
throw
younger.
And,
out-
literally
and how
can't be.
sad is that these, like, what, 17-year-old
Yeah.
boys are mad at a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Like,
Over a couple of stupid bikes. Honestly, they
Wow.
weren't
We
that
threw
good.
in the river.
wow.
This has gone on long enough that
Yeah.
Yeah.
you might have taken notice.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I
if
think
you,
taking
Teddy
Gertie-
would definitely
yeah.
have started moving in that direction.
Frankie's
Yep.
going to be close in distance.
I
I'm gonna
got,
say you can't because your parents are gonna be holding on to you.
Okay.
I got
fair.
a 7 for flight.
7 for flight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then you've sort of like insulted them, and talk circles around them a little bit, and like gotten them a little flustered, and then you just walk away.
It doesn't seem very hard to fluster Big Rob.
No.
No, it doesn't.
So she's walking back towards the camp. I assume we meet up. Do we meet up close enough that we can see
Yeah, you
who
can-
she's
yeah,
coming
yeah.
from? As soon as Derry sees them, actually, he just like clocks Gertie and turns around and starts walking back towards camp.
Teddy's like, "You all right, Gertie?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Those guys, are they gonna mess with
They
us
just want to
or?"
beat up Frankie.
Derry.
I start walking faster towards camp. You can't beat me up around parents.
Oh, but Derry.
What?
At some point, you aren't gonna be around parents.
I don't think that's true.
Are you gonna be around
close.
parents the rest of your life?
Teddy's, can Teddy see these guys?
Yeah.
And Gertie's like next to him by now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Teddy's like walking alongside Gertie, and he's gonna turn over his shoulder and just flip him off, and just keep walking.
Tank got tuned!
Yeah, they're not getting away with insulting Derry around.
Yeah. Also, they're not getting away with insulting Derry, so I'm going to turn around. I want to look at
All right.
Big Rob. Well, I realized, why would Derry just walk away when he
Yeah.
has his biggest
Yeah.
friends around, right?
His largest friends.
All three of you are like
Yeah.
collectively the size of Big Rob.
Yes. So I'm going to kind of like posture and like puff up a little bit and walk over. And I want to get between Gertie and Teddy and just be like, we heard something happened to your bikes. Real big shame. Maybe you want to leave?
Good one.
We are
Thanks.
sorry about the bikes, but maybe you shouldn't have.
Oh, we
messed
didn't do
with-
the bikes, but we're sorry it happened.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
Oh, either something to intimidate here.
Ritter
Deception at
Braun.
disadvantage.
Let's see.
The joke is that's not a part of this
I
game.
think I want to use brawn, and I'm saying that even though my grit's a D10 and my brawn's a D4, but this feels like I'm just kind of like flexing
Yeah.
physically on them.
Posturing.
So posturing. That is a 4 total, with my +1 for being a teen
4 total on a what?
D4.
on a D4. With my +1.
Oh,
on the
okay.
D4. I rolled a
Oh,
3
with-
+1.
3 plus 1. 4 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not big.
Derry. Ain't so scary.
I'm a little
You
scared.
know who is?
Who? Who? Who's scary? Small Rob? Is it Small Rob? Is Small Rob scary?
Well, my name is Little Pete.
Oh no, you're Little Pete. I was talking to Small Rob. Oh.
Big Rob hears that and is like, I don't even need to think of what rhymes with is. This. And then he's gonna come for you and punch.
Cool.
I would like to roll something to defend Derry.
I would like to roll fight.
Okay.
And what I want to do, it's this move I've seen in movies, but I want to throw him in front. No, I want to try to knock his arm out of the way. This isn't a move, not necessarily. But I want to just like with my forearm against his, boom, off stream, this him.
Yeah.
As he's swinging for me, I want to knock him out with my forearm, his arm out of the way.
Okay.
Forearm to forearm.
Okay.
You understand?
Great.
But did you also want to do something?
I want to do something, but let's resolve this first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fight versus fight. It landed on the table. That's a 3 total.
Oh shit! Damn it!
3 total?
Yep.
Hang on, give me a thing I need to put in the swear jar.
Oh,
Yeah, just put it in this video.
taking this.
Then,
Mark adversity.
no, No, I don't. I wouldn't give you adversity tokens. I think for combat failure, maybe. That's a good question. I'll think about that later. But, but I rolled a 4, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's only a difference of 1.
So you go. I'll say you go and you get the block off, but instead he like hits your arm really hard, like to, like kind of in the right spot where it shoots like up your whole arm.
Where I can't do that move again.
It's kind of like numb for a second.
There he
and
says.
He's like, all we wanted was Frankie, but you know what? I can't pass up an opportunity to take down little Derry. I'm turning into Jack Nicholson.
Teddy is going to grab Derry's arm and look at Gertie and drag him back towards the camp.
Okay,
using
roll
flight. That's a 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. I'm gonna say like absolutely you can start just like bringing.
Yeah, and he kind of like tosses a look at Gertie like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Cool. Derry isn't gonna fight out of that, but isn't gonna like run. So I won't try to pull away from it, but I'll be like, oh yeah, you got away this time, little Rob, small Rob, tiny, stupid little Rob. I'm getting really mean. I should really watch that. As
you know what? You're right. I don't care. I'll beat up some twerps in front of their parents, and he like starts running after you. And little Pete's like, okay, I guess. And they're gonna start chasing you.
Ooh.
When we get close to camp, let me go.
Teddy's like, why?
They're not gonna hit me in front of the parents, but I am gonna hit them.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Positive.
Okay. So Teddy's gonna run into camp and then let go of Derry. I guess.
I want to try to, and I would like communicate this, but when they're close and think that I'm still with him, I want him to let me go so I can turn around and surprise them with a punch.
Oh, okay.
And I want to go for Big Rob, but if we need to resolve anything else first, we can do that. But when we get like to where they would catch up to us, and when we're like on the edge of camp, basically.
What are you doing, Grady?
Is it possible for me to? I mean, I don't know how badly you want this fight to happen, but
I'm not attached to it. Derry wants it.
So. But I think at this point, Gertie instincts just kind of
kick in.
Yeah, kick in.
This is just kind of
kick in. I had a Big Rob moment there. And she goes to Big Rob. Still with BB.
Oh yeah.
And if I can roll charm again for this, but she kind of turns on her flirt. And she goes, Big Rob, actually, you did say that your family's dog breeders. Is there anything you can tell us about this little one?
Roll charm.
17.
Oh.
So this
Big
is
Rob.
interesting. That's interesting. I'm gonna. So the charm.
It should help me punch him at least.
Sure.
I just literally don't want him to hurt.
I know. There's just some conflicting things going on in my head here. Okay. All right. Let me see how I can resolve this. Let's see. Big Rob has been like barreling down after Derry, and like you turn around and you say that, and he stops for a second, and he's just like, what? Would you just find it or something? Like, what's going on? What's with the dog? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I need to know what is going on with this dog. Like, tell me.
Well, we don't know, but look at its doe little eyes.
Has Little Pete continued running, or did he stop?
No, Little Pete stopped.
Okay.
And he doesn't look hurt or nothing, or she. I think it's it's a she.
Can I hold the dog?
Oh,
Can Derry run up and punch Big Rob in the face right then?
I mean,
Well, it would be the back of the head, wouldn't it? Because he's facing Gertie.
Or the...
Well, no, Gertie, where are you in this?
I can position myself.
Okay.
In between. Okay, yeah.
I think that's what Derry wants to do.
Okay.
Is
Teddy's
break
gonna,
free and run up and punch him in the
Teddy's
face.
Not gonna stop you.
I'm gonna do it. Do I need to roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 6 total.
6 total.
Yeah. This is like the last moment I think he's in this, unless it becomes a fight. But
Then Big Rob has just asked for holding BB, and you
not hearing that in my
lay
rage.
just a solid punch right in his face.
Like into his face.
Yeah, like
Is
right
he
into-
holding BB yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
No, he's like reaching out and just like, and Big Rob like goes down just for a second. He's like, oh, what? I just want to hold a dog. I mean,
Big
oh
Rob.
my gosh. What?
Never an egg again.
Can you roll flight for me?
Sure. That is a 3.
Wait. Can I spend adversity tokens to help him, even though I don't have loyal?
This is a snap decision.
No, it's a snap decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get hit by Lil Pete
Ooh, right.
Yep.
way hard.
Okay.
What did you roll?
3.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
My God.
Oh my god.
So, this like
Wait, I'm gonna use my inspiration as it connects to try to like move back with it, and
Sure.
and then yeah. That is a 6 on a d6, so that explodes. Plus 4 is
Nice.
10.
That was a good use of that thing.
Gonna erase my inspiration.
all right.
And I just want to remind you, I got this for throwing their bike in the lake, in the river. And now I'm using it to not get hit by Little Pete.
Okay, tell me exactly what you do.
So he was going right for the gut, and I know that's what Little Pete does because it's even on me. It's easiest place for him to reach.
Yeah.
So as he did, I like sucked in and like took like a half step backwards, which is all it takes because he doesn't have a lot of follow through.
Sure.
So he just like ends up stopping right short of my stomach, and then I like push it back as I like push my stomach back out. His fist just goes back a little bit.
Yeah, and you push his fist back, and he like stumbles for a second because he super wasn't expecting that, and he trips over Big Rob, who is still on the ground, like clenching his jaw, and they're both on the ground at this point. And yes, Frankie.
Oh, I'm just gonna point out at some point the Fox parents are gonna have to stop scolding me to put their tent back up.
Yep.
Sure,
And I'm gonna be making some moves then.
I'll say that's right now.
Cool. Then they hear axe safety rule number 1.
No. Hold on.
Wait,
Hold
no,
on.
no. Hold on.
This is good. But
This is an axe.
I picture you like up on a tree branch,
Oh my
like just
God.
towering
Like a log?
over everyone, like not
This is still-
not really
wait.
high up. But
like in a tree.
branch that's like just above everyone's head.
Does it have still the rubber piece on it, or is it like gleaming in the sunlight?
It's
I don't
falling
know.
off.
What is it?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Not only is it gleaming in the sunlight, but Frankie, of course, has doffed his shirt, so he's bare chested. He also stole one of Marcus Fox's ties that he was tied around his head like a bandana.
Okay.
Why does Marcus have a tie on this?
Because he's a
trip?
very well.
He might get called into
Dressed
something.
gentleman.
very prepared. Very prepared.
He's a doctor.
And Marcus actually has a prepared strength, so
Oh my god.
I want more. So
Yeah.
what? So you say this.
Derry,
And he's just like
They're just
tapping an axe.
stunned.
Derry pretty immediately is like, Frankie, no, and is
Teddy's
like switched to that.
Teddy's
mode.
like, Derry, you landed your hit. Let's go. Everyone back to camp.
Frankie, get off the tree. And I'm like back towards camp.
Yo, little Rob, you got something to say to me?
It's been.
I couldn't tell. Your head's so far away from me up there. It just seems like
It's big, bro. It's big.
like it's more like dumb Rob.
More like, Pete. I just little Frankie. We know you were the one who. Why do you have an axe? What is going on?
Frankie, do not jump at them with the axe right
Frankie,
now.
do not
I'll
Do not
stab
jump
you,
off that tree
guys.
at the axe.
Frankie,
I'll chop you.
Frankie, don't
Frankie,
do it.
please
All
put
right.
the axe down.
Hey, he's not gonna use an axe on us.
You guys should probably
No,
go.
he's not. Frankie, don't do it. Don't do it, Frank. I'm staring him dead in the
He's
eyes.
getting real restless in Frankie's arm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys should
Or,
probably.
Gertie's
Gertie's
arm.
arm.
Hey, Big Rob and Little Pete. I'll be honest. I don't exactly know what he's gonna do. It might be best
All right,
if you
all
guys
right.
just got out of here.
Yeah,
Probably not
I'm
gonna do
chop
it.
them if they don't get
Roll some sort of intimidation.
grit.
Grit, go for it.
That's gonna be a 12.
Yeah, they like start like scooching back, and they're like falling over themselves. And then they turn and they're like, just so you know, we're gonna get.
You're
you
gonna
back.
go. Oh.
We're gonna get you back is what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be real messed up. And there's going to be things that happen that you're not going to be able to be prepared for. And you're not going to have an axe. And you're not going to be with your friends. And it's going to be horrible.
And you're not gonna have a bike, and it's gonna be slow.
I'm going to get a new bike. My parents are very rich. And then he just like, right.
And Gertie yells after them, and make sure you eat something so you feel better beforehand.
Derry had lost his steam, but he gets up to just be like, yeah, as they go.
And Rob just runs away.
And Teddy's like beckoning all of you. Teddy's still like standing closer to camp, like between you guys and camp, and he's like, okay, it's time to. I think it's time to go. Is everyone agreed? I think it's time to go.
Okay, I'm gonna go put this back. Please do not tell Mom and Dad that I threatened to chop a person.
Everybody
Please
agreed.
do not tell Mom and Dad.
We are all agreed. We are not going to tell anyone. We all gotta. I don't know how this.
Derry's still facing them as they go away, and he's like, agreed. And then as he turns around to do that, he's like, ow! Ow!
Teddy has his backpack, and he's gonna pull his first aid kit out.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
And start. What kind of is it? It's just a bruise.
Well, my arm's got a really bad bruise on it, and I might have messed up my knuckle from that punch.
Yeah.
I got something for this. Hang on.
I'm going to say...
Teddy says, I have some ibuprofen.
Oh, that would be great. That'd be a great start, actually. Can I have one?
The punch was like
today.
just barely better. So I'm going to say like you did like kind of mess up your handle.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Frankie?
Oh, I got some duct tape for that.
Well,
I'm so glad I checked in on that.
Gertie, can we tell your parents I fell off my bike? I don't really want them to know about
Gertie,
the bullies.
I think that's a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah, Gertie, I think that's a really good idea. I think you should,
No.
as you all turn around, and Marcus Fox has strolled up, and he looks the most disheveled you've ever seen him. He just like his clothes are like ripped a little bit, and like because he really freaked out in the whole tent incident.
Teddy goes completely pale and says, Mr. Fox, I'm so sorry.
It was so scary. It was so scary, Marcus. You should have seen them. They're so big.
Rule
People.
number one.
This is an axe.
No.
Oh my god.
Why is my son in a tree with an axe?
He wanted to threaten the bullies.
I'd say you promised not to tell.
I think the
Listen,
cat's
Frankie,
out of the
I already
bag.
got caught for lying once. I can't get caught again.
Frankie, son, let down the axe.
That
seems dangerous.
Frankie, he's tall enough. I said that Frankie was just above the head height of everyone.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Frankie, let down the axe. Don't drop the axe. All right. Okay, everybody,
We can explain everything.
No, hold
We can
on.
explain.
Hold on. I know. We all got voices. We all know how to talk.
Yeah, but
We've all listened to each other before.
But only we
it's
don't
gonna
have-
happen again.
Dad.
But sorry, Gertie. One moment. What the heck?
We
What?
said we can explain.
We can't explain
We might have
that.
to take some of it.
Might have to take. Everybody get back to campsite. Just sit down. Just get back and sit.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Just get back and sit down.
Derry's doing it. He's like going.
We're all gonna sit down.
Teddy's going. Teddy's
We all-
like super sheepish. Like
it's like a very quiet walk back. Like it's like 15 feet away, but it's well, no, it's like 20 feet away. Very
Sure.
quiet 20 feet. You hear the crinkling of leaves as you're walking, and then you all just sit in a circle around like the campfire where the logs are set up.
BB2?
Phoebe's already sitting there.
Cool.
She also looks like Hal.
BB too.
BB's
with those.
in Gertie's arms. Yes, BB and Phoebe and
Oh no!
and Levy and
And Gertie and Marky
And
and
her
Teddy.
bike, Evie.
Jerry,
and-
Teddy, Gertie, Frankie. We're all E's.
Yeah.
We're easy. We're the easy squad.
easy like sitting down. So we all, it's parody now.
Like-
Mr. Fox, I'd just like to start by apologizing for
Hold
lying
on.
to you. I didn't.
Hold on. He's like sit down. He has the axe like spread across his legs. Just not because he's trying to be
right,
intimidating, but just because he's like got it.
I always like these
this one
camping
moment-
trips, these yearly camping trips, and I really would like to go on them in the future. For the most part, I mean, there were the
Teddy.
big
In
pros,
this one
but
moment, both Frankie and Gertie, like they've known this face, and so it's one of those where they're just kind of like, just let him talk, Teddy. Let him talk.
But also the dog might be magic.
that's true.
As your parents, we try to let you do certain things. We try to be lenient and let you explore and live your lives. Because when we were younger, we got out of the house, we did a whole bunch of stuff, and we just want you to experience life. That's all. Last night, we made mention of going home because y'all were in a bit of a fright over something that happened. This morning, there was a little bit of a unease that needed to be quenched by some coffee for some reason, which leads me to believe that some people didn't sleep too well last night. We go on a bike ride, y'all go off by yourselves, and we trust that. Given what happened last night, I feel like that was a lot of trust on our end. And then you come back, attack us in our tent, yell something about a beagle. Frankie rips apart the whole tent. Well, half of it was me.
Teddy's trying not to like he's feels very ashamed, but he's trying not to laugh.
Derry's doing a worse job.
I think Gertie is genuinely feeling bad about the whole thing.
It was supposed to be funny.
I know. Hold on.
Derry does feel a little bad, by the way, but it's
Sorry,
fine.
Daddy.
And then I take my son and I say, hey, don't do that. You leave my side for a second. I'm like, where'd he go? Wait a minute. Where'd everybody go? And then I walk up on you with a bruised arm and some red knuckles
Fell off my
and
mic.
two chuckleheads running away, one of them holding their jaw. And I look up and I see my son in a tree with an axe. And suddenly I feel like this is the most upsetting thing I could possibly see. And then my daughter's holding a stray beagle, arguably the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Are you all okay? Yes, we can take the beagle to the vet. Oh my gosh. You know I've been worried. Yeah, Frankie, it's okay. Your prank was very funny. Just be more aware of how it could affect other people and what could go wrong. And don't threaten people with an axe and go up in a tree.
But
Rule numbers.
Marcus, you don't understand. That was Big Rob and Little Pete.
The egg throwers.
Yeah.
They were the egg throwers.
the ones who threw the eggs at my head. Like 4 years ago.
And they were threatening to, and I'm going to do a charm here to lie, and they were threatening to throw more eggs, so we had to stop them, and that's a 3.
That's a lie.
Tank,
Sorry, Firejet.
All right.
tank.
Okay.
I already lied once.
All right. Hey,
Disappointed in you.
hey, I care about all of you. I'm glad you appear to be safe. We're gonna need to leave though to get your arm and your knuckles checked out.
I'm probably
Derry,
fine, but...
we're gonna call your parents.
okay.
Call your folks.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm probably fine. I don't think we need to...
We're gonna call your folks. Because the thing is, maybe you are fine, but if you aren't, that's big, and that's on us.
Look, I get that you're supposed to, but just know I'll be very disappointed if you do. That's all.
Derry, I get that you're going to be disappointed, and that makes me very disappointed in you.
Not angry.
I'm not angry.
Disappointed.
I don't even know what it means exactly. I just know it makes people feel bad.
Kid, you
Yeah.
promise never to touch the axe again until you are of an older age.
Yeah.
This is
And I'm gonna
That's
make
bad phrasing, Dad.
I'm gonna make this explicitly clear. You cannot touch an axe again until you are at least 17? Looks at Phoebe, that a good age? And Phoebe's like, listen, y'all, you clearly have been doing something. You've been through something. Gertie's holding the dog.
Yeah.
Are we gonna keep this dog? What's going on?
We haven't gotten there yet.
Where did you find a dog?
In the
the
shadow
woods.
place. I mean the woods.
In the what?
The shadow place. You know what we call the woods?
Oh man,
That part of the
roll.
woods. The dark part of the woods.
Hold
The shadow
on.
place.
Everyone stop. Hold on. Roll something for me here.
Charm? Or grit?
Something. I'm gonna say flight because
Oh, yeah,
you needed
okay.
you needed to cover up that
Yeah.
truth real fast.
That's a 3.
Mark it, an adversity token.
Hey, you get one of these. What you get?
Got
Cool.
Pinocchio.
Oh my god, for the line. He got Pinocchio.
I got Pinocchio.
They're random.
Oh,
Wow. If you don't know, Pinocchio's whole thing is he can't lie. Or his nose grows.
all right. So you found it in the shadow place.
Derry's right. It was just the dark part of the woods.
Just a regular dark part of the woods.
Just a regular dark part of the
nothing.
woods that we found, and he's like Teddy's avoiding eye contact completely.
Darius too, because he knows how bad he lied.
I'm using the 3 for this still.
Yeah,
That
okay.
lie is not sticking. What's going on, Gary?
I think Teddy's getting a little dramatic over here. A whole bunch of clouds.
Yep, that's
came
me.
over at
Just being
one point.
dramatic.
Teddy.
I'm sure you guys got the cloud cover as well. It was just a big, huge cloud cover.
What are you talking about?
You didn't see
Oh.
The big cloud cover?
there was like,
Well,
it looked like it was going to be a storm, but
Yeah,
then
we
there
thought
was no
gonna
storm.
be a storm.
There, it's been sunny all day, y'all.
Not where we were.
Okay, well then it must have just been where we were.
Yeah, the
That's
shadow
all, Daddy.
place.
Mr. and Mrs. Fox, if I'm being honest, I would really like to go home.
Me too.
I don't think Teddy's feeling well, Daddy.
Yeah, and I should probably get my arm looked at and maybe my hand too.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
It's okay, Dad. I got this. And I pull out some duct tape.
No,
Don't duct tape anything.
I couldn't find a way to explain how that wouldn't work, but
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna pack up as fast as we can. Derry, you can't help. I don't want that hand getting any more use.
okay.
Teddy, are you okay to help clean stuff up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Frankie, I'm gonna trust you one more time here today, and I'll trust you for the rest of your life. Because that's what I do as your father. I'm gonna trust you. Can you help us clean up without picking up an axe, eating some coffee beans, peeing in some mud and rubbing it all over your body,
Dad, I
forgot
can't
about
promise.
Frankie, sticking feathers on yourself, taking one of my nice ties out of my suitcase and wrapping it over your head. Also, can I please have that back?
Arguably the nicest tie.
Arguably the nicest tie.
I know it's the nicest tie. Why do you think it took it?
I know. He puts it over his head.
Dad's so cool.
We're just gonna have a good little time cleaning up. Hey, we all had a good time out here. I know some things went a little awry.
Look.
Looks at Phoebe. Awry.
All right.
Alright. So, if anything else needs to be said right now, I'm welcome to hear it. I'm glad you're all okay. I'm sorry that little Rob, Big Pete,
Little Rob's right, Dad.
Little Rob and Little Pete.
Little Rob and Little Pete.
They're both
Yeah.
small.
Are you sure
and
Rob looked
stupid.
really big?
Yeah,
It's an ironic nickname.
Yeah, they call him Little Rob.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
That's what you should call him too if you see
Little
him.
Rob.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I have
He's
two more
got
things
some growing to
I want.
do.
I wanted to say. One, I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
I'm not sorry that I got into a fight, which leads into part 2, but sorry that it has negatively affected your day. Because I care about and respect you, and you are, parents in my life. So I'm sorry that I made that difficult for you, but also you should have heard and seen what they were saying and doing because they totally deserved every minute of it. So just want you to know that I'm sorry, and also they deserved it.
I'll take your word for it.
Cool.
All right, and I apology accepted.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to?
Apologize
By
to
this
me.
time, Teddy has his tent packed up completely.
Oh, okay. All right.
You just have like a button.
Yeah.
Or like a...
Gertie, You and your mother and I need to have a little talk over here.
Since I can't help, should I watch the dog? Should I? Do I have to?
It's about the dog, so we kind of
Okay.
need the dog.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So Phoebe and Marcus, the Fox folks, take Gertie over to the side, and y'all can keep cleaning up. I just because I need to know, Frankie, do you just clean up regular, like a good little boy?
But first he's like, hey, Derek. Got you right here.
No. And I actually want to try to stealthily clean up, even though they told me not to.
Oh,
Especially
okay.
because they told me not to.
Sure.
Um,
I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
cool. I'll be slow, but I'll help.
Okay.
I didn't roll, but I have a +3 because I'm
Sure.
resisting.
And before I forget about it at all, Spencer, can you give yourself inspiration for popping in with an axe?
God. Oh my God. So good.
That's
So on a
great.
future roll, you will get to roll twice and take the higher number. All right, Gertie.
And you can
Yeah.
do it after you fail, it seems like.
Yeah.
Oh.
That I actually really like that a lot.
That's how I used it.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
So, Gertie, do we suddenly have a dog?
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, if it doesn't belong to anyone.
that's true. It looks really young,
Yeah, no, it does.
so it kind of. I'd hate to take a puppy away from somebody.
I mean, we can. We'll put up flyers, and I mean, maybe we'll just ask around town. But
Sure. You know what, Gertie? If you do all that, we'll help you make the flyers. If you put them up around town, post something online, maybe tweet it out or something. I don't know.
Eric's list.
Something.
I'll put up posters. on
Greg's
the wall, too.
Greg's list. Put it on Greg's list. And if we don't hear back, we'll also hit up some nearby shelters, see if they have anything going on.
But no kill shelters.
No, well, here's the thing about kill shelters and no kill shelters. They're both important. The problem with kill shelters is they have to take every animal that comes in. They aren't allowed to say no, Gertie. So that means that if people don't go there to adopt animals, then more of them are going to get euthanized for no reason. So it's actually good to support both kill and no kill shelters. Because no kill shelters can turn animals away, which is why they always have vacancies.
Welcome to Hijinks Handlebars.
I just read that in a Twitter thread and I looked it up the
That's
other day.
good to know.
Yeah, that is
hoping
good to
adopt
know.
a dog soon, yeah.
I guess support
Yeah, it's really interesting.
support all of your local
Adopting
shelters.
dogs.
Yeah.
Do we have? Can we get a dog counter on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, let's add that to this. Cool.
Dog jar.
Dog jar, swear jar, and dog jar.
So Gertie, I guess if we do all of that and we don't hear back from anybody for we're gonna give them a month. For a month, that dog is just our foster. Our Jody Foster. Sorry. Sometimes Mama wants to make some jokes.
Oh, that was funny.
Okay. Anything to add, Marcus? Well, I guess I'll have to proof the house for a pet. I don't know. Is there anybody we can talk to about dogs? I don't know anything about
It's already Frankie proof.
raising a dog.
I mean, I think the Robs.
Oh, little Rob.
wait. The Robs.
First name
House
Big,
Rob.
last
First name Big,
Rob.
last name
Their last
Rob.
name is Garinger, but
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his name is Rob Derringer.
Okay. I think the Geringers, they know a bit about dogs and breeding.
so the little boy that you all just beat up.
Yeah, but you don't have to talk to him, Daddy. You can just talk to the parents.
I feel like I'm going to have to be talking to the parents. And we'll cut that there.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you pack up. Is there anything else you want to do before you leave camp?
Teddy's already in the van.
Great.
He turned on the nature thing, or the last half of Elf,
The last
whatever we
half.
were watching.
We weren't watching anything.
I know,
Tank.
I mean, he's got his iPod and he's listening to Moon Hooch.
When I see the parents come over, I'm gonna stop helping and look like I wasn't, and walk over to the van as well.
And Teddy's gonna
okay.
offer you a earbud.
Cool.
I'm gonna take
I'm
it.
gonna stop playing and be like, oh shit, and then like
Swear jar.
actually clean up.
Oh, pleasure. Yeah.
And then actually clean up. Okay. And then the fox folks will help clean up the rest. And
right before Gertie gets in the van, she kind of takes a look back at the campsite and is kind of just like doing that one last glance to some weird...
To turn off the lights and end the season.
Yeah, some weird stuff happening.
And you see in the distance, right on the edge of the tree line, a little crotum.
Oh, God.
Did you leave it?
the little
Yeah.
crotum.
You left it?
Oh.
Okay.
Leaving
In the
crotum.
spooky woods. Uh-oh.
Spooky woods.
That's gonna be the big bad.
As a as a warning, never to return.
Big Rob.
Big
And
Rob.
then you blink and it's gone.
Yeah. No, that doesn't happen.
We wouldn't know. I never blink.
And then you blink and it's in the car.
You blink and it's driving.
You blink and you crashed.
It's human sized and it's driving.
You blink and it's holding coffee
It's
for you.
human sized and it's driving the car. You look out the window. There's a man.
There's a man on the wing.
There's a man on the wing of your car.
There's a man on the wing of the car.
It's the Fox Dad. No, what's his name? I forgot.
Marcus?
Marcus,
Monkey Mark?
thank you.
The Fox Dad.
The Fox Dad.
Yeah, so they drive you all back home. They're going to drop Derry off with the Nazarees. And they're going to drop Teddy off with Michael and James.
Okay.
The Thompsons.
Thompsons.
Are they both Thompson?
Thompson, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them is hyphenated, but
Gotcha. But it's the Thompson household.
Yes.
Thompson family.
They're
Cool.
just going to drop you off and wait till they see you get inside and they'll leave you. And then they're going to take Frankie and Gertie home. And first they're going to go to like a pet store or something, pick up stuff for the animal. Marcus is on the phone while Phoebe's driving the rest of the way and calling like a vet and setting up an appointment and everything like that. And they get home and you're just there now. You're all at your respective homes. If there's anything specific you want to do there, you can.
I can tell you, I'm at my parents' home right now. Like, what time of day is it? It's Saturday, right? For one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Saturday. It's Saturday, and I would say it's about 3:00 probably.
Cool. Are my parents home when I come in?
Yes.
yeah, same
Cool.
question.
And I assume my grandpa's home because he always is. So I call in, just call out as I come in. Hi, it's Derry. This is a voicemail. I think it's, hi, I'm home. It looked like it was gonna storm, so we ended early. I'll be in my room, and I'm gonna walk up to my room and pretend I'm not injured, unless they talk to me about it.
Okay.
But I'm only a year away from having quick healing. Like from when I had quick healing mechanically, so I think in my mind I'm still gonna heal quickly.
And just
Derry thinks he's fine.
so we get a little bit of a background here with Derry, how friendly are you with your parents? Are they like?
It's not like we have a fine relationship, but there's not a ton to it. Because Derry is the youngest of 7 children, so most of his siblings got all the attention, and his parents are a little older and kind of worn out. But that hasn't been like, it's not like sort of a source of tension. Like Derry doesn't want for more from them. But it's just like a fairly like kind of passive relationship, I think. He knows that they would want to talk about why he got hurt if he got hurt.
Yeah.
But he also knows they wouldn't tell him anything he doesn't know. And they could help him, but he doesn't need it.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Great, and then you come home and Michael I would say is home. James actually had to be at the courthouse today.
I was gonna suggest the same thing.
Yeah.
I think Teddy walks in and he's like, "Hey, Dad."
So let's get a little bit of a description of your parents.
Sure, that's what I was just looking for. Actually, hang on one moment.
No worries.
Have them described somewhere.
So far, physically, my parents are like a door to their room / office, I think, because that's all we've seen of them so far.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just a little joke. A little joke about the camera. You know, it's like the camera's always on a door.
No, that makes sense.
You know, but with him, it's like on a man with his dad, so it's
Just
different.
keep stalling.
There's a door
Just keep
and a
going.
man. And I don't know if it's different. Door man,
stalling.
man door. There are doormen. I don't know of a man door.
Keep going.
Are all doors man doors? Some men think so.
No,
Most
it's like
men think so.
Just
All
keep
doors are
doing it.
men, but not all men are doors.
Yes,
What about
exactly.
squares and rectangles?
Exactly.
Exactly like that.
Exactly.
I never
Okay.
thought I'd die fighting side by side with a door.
Wow.
Teddy's.
What about side by side with a friend? Oh,
That was an interesting Lord of the Rings reference.
thanks.
I
Teddy's
didn't say it was good.
parents.
No, I'm just kidding. It was good. Yes,
Our
Teddy's
names.
parents.
I was trying
do
for
you,
interesting.
do you still need us to stall, or are you good?
There's also doors have knobs.
Well, okay, so how much do you want to talk about his
We
parents?
can just get like kind of physical descriptions.
Okay,
if you know,
so-
if you know them offhand.
I wrote them down somewhere. I'm having trouble finding it right now, honestly. But Michael is a little bit of a larger guy, and James is a little bit thinner. And they have lived in Bald almost their whole lives. But they certainly have raised since Teddy and his sister lived here. They have lived in Bald.
Okay.
So Teddy was born in Bald, and so was Andy.
And your two dads are cisgender, and
Yes.
also Michael is
Michael is white and James is black.
Michael is white and James is black.
Yeah.
And just as a refresher, in case people don't remember, Teddy is Latinx,
Yes,
and
he's I guess technically half Latinx.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Derry's family is Iranian American. We didn't say, as is Derry.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Then you get home. James is, well, you don't know that yet, but you see Michael.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, kiddo. How's it going?
It's going all right. The camping trip was kind of weird.
Yeah, you're home a little early.
Teddy's gonna walk over to the couch and kind of like set his backpack
Yeah,
down.
Michael's a little preoccupied, like just a little bit.
Yeah.
Is like,
I think Teddy's speaking, but he's not talking directly. Like he's on the couch and maybe Michael's at like the kitchen counter, and so
yeah.
they're not really speaking face to face.
and he has like a laptop out, and he's like, it seems like he's doing something.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, kiddo, you're home a little early. I mean, that's okay, right? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
How are things?
Oh yeah. Oh, so
I know there was some stuff going on while I was out camping. I just wanted to check in.
Yeah, your other father's at the courthouse right now. Yeah, that's not going super great at the moment. So when he comes back, I'm just gonna make us dinner and try to have a nicer night. You know, he'll be happy that you're back.
Okay, that's great.
I mean, probably a little concerned, just like I am. But if you want anything right now to tie you over, if you haven't eaten recently, I'd be happy to make you. No, okay.
I'm okay. And Teddy's gonna say, "Christ, I have to remember this movie. What is the movie with all the kids who trek into the woods? Stephen King book.
Oh, Stand By Me.
Stand by Me. Teddy says, "Can we watch Stand by Me again tonight?"
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That would actually.
It's okay.
No, well, I just like given what James is doing right now, I don't know if that would be the best movie for him to see tonight.
Okay. And Teddy's gonna kind of grab his backpack and like go up and give his dad a hug, and then just go
And he
to
hugs
his
you
room.
back. Yeah, and he goes like right back to the computer.
Cool.
So Fox family, you're at home. There-
Teddy's whole thing is not sad.
It's not sad.
It's not.
It's not sad.
I mean, it is sad.
It
He
is sad.
feels sad, but like he's not a. His defining character trait is not being sad.
Yes,
Yes.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Teddy Tedward Tank Thompson.
Sad.
Not sad.
Not sad.
So your parents are
Fine.
Your
Doing
parents are
fine.
like diligently. They're like, hey, stay outside and play with the dog. Well, I suppose I can do this in character.
Please give us an
All right,
accent.
stay outside, play with the dog. Your father and I are gonna go in. We're gonna dog proof the house. We're gonna there's not much else we need to do because we already have locks and everything because of Frankie. But we'll be putting up like some gates and stuff. Which also there's gonna be 2 new gates we're putting in, Frankie. You are not allowed past them.
Aww.
We know you can climb over them. Please don't. All right, so they go inside.
All right, well, baby, BB, I saved some applesauce for you.
BB happily licks it off your forehead now.
Do it. Hey! I love this prop. Sorry, I'm gonna set her tail free.
Yeah.
We brought so many good props tonight.
Yeah. Dude,
So
I forgot my best prop at home, so I'll have to bring that next week.
I was so worried
Is it a
that,
bike or a
It would
kid?
rub off
It's
on
something
Dad's
better.
tie, but it did not.
It's a bike kid.
And
It's a
I
kid
think they were
bike.
just
It's
so
a transformer.
preoccupied, what with threats of violence regarding their children, that they were just like, Frankie has applesauce on his face. That's acceptable.
She must be hungry. I'm gonna ask. Have they gotten pet food yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make her a bowl real quick.
And I'll tell
Frankie's
you,
much. I wish I was smaller to saw this image. You know when like a very a toddler is like holding a cat and it's that like it's a
Oh,
they're just like
Yeah.
letting it hang.
Yeah.
I'll say that they probably left like the dog food and stuff outside with
Okay,
you because they knew you would be out.
Right.
So they just went in and they bought like a dish and everything for the dog. So
This is your food bowl, baby. We're gonna let it down. And he like licks the water to help teach BB how water bowls work.
so you and BB are both looking out of this bowl.
Gross.
He doesn't stop him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's invincible.
We know she likes
You can say
Fruit?
it.
fruit roll-ups.
So close, Frank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Food roll-ups.
Food roll-ups.
Fruit by the foot.
We should see if she likes Gatorade too. Crocodile aid.
Did you accidentally say the right thing?
Crococider.
Well, make
Gatorade and
just have her
Crococide.
eat
See you later,
normal food
Crococide.
first, and then treats can be maybe.
Can you make some macaroni and cheese?
You want me to make you macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, you
You want
do
me
it.
to cut up some hot dogs and put it in there too?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you're gonna look after her,
Yeah.
Frankie.
Yeah, I won't do what you're thinking I will do.
I wasn't even thinking anything.
Normally, people, you're just trying. Okay.
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 And I guess Gertie goes in and makes mac and cheese.
Okay. So yeah, what's up? Ooh.
Hey, Gertie.
Hey, Tank.
How's the dog? Over.
BB's doing pretty well. They're out front with my kid brother.
Who?
Has he drank out of the same bowl yet?
Oh yeah.
Over.
Yeah, been there, done that. Over.
I was thinking I wouldn't mind coming over tonight if that's still available. If your parents wouldn't mind having me over for dinner, if they'll still want to have me over for dinner, over.
Yeah, come on over, Teddy. Are you doing okay? Over.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. James is at the courthouse today, and I'm going southern again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Come on over. I'll let Mom and Dad know. Over.
I'm gonna grab Derry too. Over.
Sounds good. Over.
So Frankie, in the meantime, what do you do with this dog?
Ooh. What does Frankie?
I'll give you a minute to think about it. I'll say some other stuff.
When I go to my room, after a little bit of time, I want to try to practice saxophone.
Okay.
This hand hurts and this forearm hurts. How hard is this to play?
Real hard.
Real hard. Okay.
Near impossible because like you're like tensing your knuckles. Like
Yeah,
trying
I
to
feel
move
like that's
your-
like the
and it just hurts so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I probably won't get a lot out then. I think just through the pain. And I think after like maybe half an hour of being home, Derry gets bored. Do we have landlines? Is that how we normally communicate with each other?
You have landlines.
walkie-talkies?
If you have cell phones, you have cell phones.
Yeah.
I mean,
Derry doesn't
also
have a phone, but-
for stream purposes, I know we said this in our zero session, but it is I'm just gonna give like a little bit of setting here. Bald is in a nondescript location that happens to be next to woods and nature and stuff and has 4 seasons.
It's not in Arizona.
It's
we
not
know
in
that.
Arizona. Yeah, we know that.
We know that.
Fact. We know that.
If you were hoping it was in Arizona, you will be sorely disappointed.
So
Someone
one
in the
place is
chat last time mentioned it being maybe in Vermont, which is not a horrible
Vermont's not
idea.
bad. No.
Vermont's not horrible. It could. I was thinking Colorado even.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. South Dakota is an
Baldorado.
option.
Say it again, Baldorado.
So bald is it Baldorado? No, yeah, that kind of thing.
Boulder,
But
Colorado.
also, we're not like really super going to be referencing geography a lot that I can think of. I mean, maybe. I mean, who knows? Somewhere down the line, it might happen.
I
Take a
got some
school
Wisconsin
trip.
jokes. Yeah.
We do need the geography to learn our accents, though, so that's possible. But also, the time period is now. Like, it is not. This is not the world that we live in, but it is very close. Takes place at the same time, and there are like distinct differences and things that like we're not gonna bring up and like that kind of stuff that are just. I mean, it's just like this world is like adjacent to the world that we're creating.
2018 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. Yeah, this is a fantasy world. It may not seem it because of how close to our reality it is, but it is. We are still playing in fantasy.
Magic.
So.
2018. The 2018, I mean.
So since this is a fantasy world, I can do whatever I want. Derry's gonna try to play saxophone, lay down on his bed for like half an hour, go to take a shower. Been in the woods.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shower, and then like an hour after that, so like an hour and a half after getting home, I'm just gonna go to the Thompson house.
And I think we maybe meet in the middle.
Halfway.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Teddy's on his way to Derry's house.
Are you biking or?
No.
I am biking. So I'm like, hey, hey, Teddy.
Hey,
I'll
were
slow
you
down.
coming to see me?
Yeah, I was gonna come over, see if you want to watch Stand By Me.
Oh,
Over the
actually,
woods, I kind of had it on the brain.
yeah, me too. I was actually
Yeah?
thinking I headed to the Fox household.
Okay, cool, sure.
Okay.
The dog.
The dog.
The dog.
The dog.
Did you tell your dad about the dog? Your dad's about the dog?
Michael's been busy.
Okay.
And I think Teddy's gonna. Is your bike's. Your bike is a foldable one, right?
Yeah, it's not folded right now though.
How,
What? What? It's not
I don't
folding currently?
is it possible that Teddy can get on the back of it?
Oh, I have
and,
pegs.
You got pegs?
Yeah.
For sure. I didn't draw them.
Pegs that you put on
But-
afterwards.
Additional aftermarket
I take the pegs and the
Because
front
having a
tire
foldable
in
bike
me.
with
Yep.
pegs is
Crazy.
bad.
Yeah.
They're
Bad design.
screw-on pegs.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also, I will say, you heard me coming from like 2 blocks away because of
Okay.
the.
Oh yeah.
I have a playing card, clothespin
Clothespin,
to my.
Um,
but yeah, you can hop on.
So Teddy's gonna hop on the back.
Strap up.
And yeah, do you have an extra helmet?
Ooh, take mine. I'm invincible.
Oh no, Teddy's
Um,
not gonna do that.
Then keep your head low.
Teddy's like, well, can we walk? It's not that far.
I'll go slow.
Can we walk, please?
Can you hold my bike?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teddy's like carrying this bike.
You
now.
could literally, like, I have this image of Derry, like, a lot of times he'll fold up his bike and just, like, carry it. It's, like, half the size of him, so he's looking through the spokes. You could be doing the Derry carry.
Is it?
but-
Do I have my backpack with me?
Gary.
Might I have strapped it? Is it possible to strap it to my backpack?
You said you have a big one, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I have a
gonna-
camping
It's kind of be
backpack.
heavy, but
You want me to roll?
I rolled brawn.
I'm gonna roll brawn.
How's your brawn?
It's
D10,
okay.
not bad.
That's all right. Hey, that's exploded.
Someone in the
that's
chat
a
last
13.
week said that you had trick dice.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't have trick dice.
No,
They're
no.
just metal
No,
and
I
very
know.
nice.
I know.
They are very nice.
They are
Yes.
thick.
They are
They're
nice.
very
They're
nice.
really nice. Yeah, so that was what?
13.
Great. Yeah, you can you get it on there and
Yeah.
you like have it angled in a way where it's like easier to carry.
Okay, cool.
'Cause I'm not gonna say that you, Teddy, are strong enough to like just carry it.
Well, if I'm carrying the front tire and the pegs, I think it should
Sure.
be fine.
Sure. So y'all get over to the
Foxhole?
foxhole, and you see Frankie doing what?
All right, so the trick, baby, is you got, and like he's helping with the paws. You got to get some leverage on the top of the fence, and then you lift yourself over.
You're teaching BB to climb over the gates they're putting up right now. Is that what's happening? Oh.
And then you just give yourself a little jump with your back leg.
Oh, Spencer.
Oh my god.
And then you're over. You try now.
And at this point, Gertie walks out with
And I'll
a
give
couple
you
bowls of macaroni. Frankie.
what? She has to learn to make her own decisions.
I really appreciate that. I
We're
do.
only fostering for a month, and what if we're not her permanent home, and her permanent home has fences?
How will she get back to you?
I was just gonna say, I think Gertie
Derry and they're outside right now. So
Oh, are they? Are they up front?
see them
So
again.
you just
Okay,
stroll
cool.
up.
We stroll up, and Teddy's like carrying his bike on his back, and he's like, "Hey, Gertie."
And Derry's like holding the wheel, and he drops it. And he's like, "Oh, hey guys."
She hands the 2 bowls that were gonna be for us two to the
Oh.
boys.
I can't carry that right now.
Well, sit down your backpack.
Well, where should I set it?
On the lawn.
On the lawn.
Presumably.
On the
You
lawn?
can put my bike next to my
Yeah,
wheel.
hold on, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you.
I guess it's
you
a
live
small
in the woods,
town.
don't you? Oh, that's right. You've never lived in a small town.
No.
Oh my
Me as
gosh.
a player has never lived in a small town.
Yeah, sorry.
Sort of.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
kind of.
In small towns, you can just set things down on the lawn if you're
Cool.
gonna be out there.
All right, Teddy unhooks the bike, and he still has his backpack, but he unhooks the bike and grabs a bowl
Great.
of macaroni.
Yep. Cool. Derry will start eating because he didn't even think about dinner, but he's 13, so he's hungry.
And I'll go back in to get us.
BB starts.
Very nice of you, by the way.
BB starts kind of climbing at your legs a little bit to get the macaroni.
Teddy's still a little bit on edge around BB. Like, less than when they were first in the woods, but
I give her one.
A little bit of
she
macaroni.
transforms into a dragon.
Is it a little bit of the macaroni with the hot dog? just-
I give the macaroni first.
Macaroni first?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a macaroni.
Cool.
Let her munch on that. Do that a couple more times, and then I'll give her the hot dog, but she has to work for it.
Salient piece of
Okay.
hot dog.
Yeah.
Well, how so?
I'm gonna hold it up, and I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna jump into BB sit, 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 sit,
She's really not getting it.
sit.
She
Sit.
just
Frankie,
starts
sit.
she just starts like hopping.
Frankie sits.
And I toss the hot dog in
Frankie
Frankie's
sit.
mouth.
And I'm gonna roll flight to catch the hot dog with my mouth. That's a 6.
6. Yeah, I think you go for it. You dropped it for BB to catch.
No, I was throwing it to his mouth.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. You go. You do that, and BB like jumps for it, and it gets in your mouth right before BB like jumps past your mouth, and BB's like super not getting it, and being like,
I'm like, BB, no.
What the hell,
and now
man?
BB is hopping, and then BB is like stops for a second, and is like, and then goes over to a fence.
BB, no. I'm gonna grab BB. And I'm gonna hold BB like under an arm and hold the bowl and be like, because of that, never this.
The whole time,
Never
you're
this.
wiggling it in
Yeah.
front of her, and she's just like,
Like no. See, right? I know you want it, but never. Never.
she looks very happy.
Never. And I'm like smiling because she's so cute. And I'm like, never. That can go for a minute.
Okay, cool. And then Gertie comes back out.
Gertie comes back out here. Here's your bowl. My bowl.
Your brother tried to make her climb the fence.
Oh, I know. I saw.
All right, cool. My job's done. I'm gonna put the dog down. Eat my food.
How's everybody feeling? Teddy, how are you feeling? Do
Um,
we need to have like a family meeting?
I'm good. I'm totally good. Teddy's gonna actually get a piece of hot. He saw this whole thing happen. He's gonna get a piece of hot dog and set it down in front of him, and then back up like 3 paces.
Oh, okay.
Dewey's gonna
then-
timidly go over and like kind of sniff at it. And I'm just kidding.
BB's not gonna be timid about this at all. Just like rushes over and just hop, chomps that right up, and then looks at Teddy some more and is like,
She is kind of cute.
I'm gonna go like, and have a piece of hot dog in my mouth.
yeah. BB comes over and just like snaps at it like to get it out of your mouth.
Kisses you right on the
You're gonna
face.
lose those lips, Frankie.
What good are they doing me flapping?
It's true.
That's a good point. Can't argue with that.
Teddy says, I mean, I kind of wanted to be with you guys tonight. James was at the courthouse today, and yeah, it's just kind of hard, you know?
I hear you. It was a weird weekend, too.
It was a weird weekend, right? Wasn't it a weird weekend?
It was weird.
It was.
Have you... Time has passed. Do you still... The, like, shadow place or whatever... Have you, like, had any other thoughts about it? Did anything... You break any illusions in your brain or anything?
Yeah. I think I imagined it.
Okay.
Well, Teddy.
I think it was just something, I was really scared and like, and then there was this like beagle and it was like coming at me out of the woods and everything. And there were the crows and the storm that your parents didn't see for some weird reason. But that's like totally normal. Sometimes storms just happen. They come and go. And that's just how things go. And so, and Teddy's kind of worked himself up a little bit. And he like he's like, I'm good.
Okay.
But what if you're wrong?
Frankie?
I think Gertie had a moment where she was gonna try and, because she still hasn't told her story about that. I think there was a moment where Gertie was gonna maybe broach the subject, but seeing Teddy like finally calmed down and like being like, I'm good. It's like another one of those where she's like, okay, good, and she kind of just like.
Damn.
Files it away again.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna stay.
Which
Frankie notices.
Okay. Which I mean, for Gertie, I don't, be it good or bad, but I think it would be a step in the direction of her also trying to make herself believe that it was imagination and nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like Derry would know, because you're not being totally honest, right? Or are you? I feel like Derry picks up on that. At least there's like some reservation. But
It is not Teddy lying, but it is him trying to convince himself.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. I think Derry notices that, and like we'll give like the look that's like, I gotcha.
Okay.
But Derry himself still does believe that you were in fact imagining it, but not that you believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy's gonna go over and actually start petting BB though. He's like, this dog's pretty cute. Did you guys name her already?
BB. I mean, for now.
You sticking with BB? I like BB.
Who knows? If
She looks like a she looks like a BB, right?
If we'll be able to keep her.
Yeah, I think BB's good.
Yeah. This is kind of a terrible thing to say, but I hope she doesn't belong to anybody else.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Having a dog around. I've always wanted a dog.
Yeah. There was like a moment where I was like, oh, I can get a dog. But then I realized that if you guys have the dog, it'll be like I have a dog. And it's always going to be happy.
Yeah.
There's always going to be someone around. So hopefully this dog ends up with you guys. I think that's the best case scenario.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me, I guess I better go start making flyers to put up just in case.
Oh, yeah.
I can help.
I can help.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got my cigarette case.
Let's take a really bad photo of
Full
her.
of Sharpies.
Let's take a really bad photo of her, though, so she looks almost non-recognizable.
For sure.
So that no one can...
Wait, I have an idea.
What?
Let's paint BB so she doesn't look at all in the
Or
pictures.
Frankie, you know what? You could just draw her. Hand draw.
Well, okay, well now I feel like you're being
I was a little on
Condescending.
condescendent.
He almost got it.
Sure.
Well, what if we take the Sharpies and we color in BB so, like, when we take the picture of her, she'll look like an entirely different dog?
Sure, we're just gonna have to give her a bath afterwards.
Yeah, it's just a bath away.
That's a great idea. And we'll do that to some of them. We'll do that to some of them.
Yeah.
They won't go up.
Okay.
No.
Not to...
Wait, are we coloring the dog or the posters?
I was making the picture of the dog. Wait.
Frankie was like,
Frankie
meant the dog. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm going to say Derry understood that then. I just didn't.
Yeah.
So I won't have...
Teddy's like,
Derry won't say that,
I don't think that's
No.
Hey, Firejet, I think you have great artistic talent, and that's why Derry and I want to film your gorge jump.
Yeah.
But maybe this time we let Gertie handle this one.
Yeah, I mean,
My genius is underappreciated.
yeah. Plus, that thing you were teaching the dog how to do, can you show me that?
Oh yeah, so
I just like don't get it. And I'm gonna take Frankie off and distract him for like an hour, pretending I don't know how to climb the wall. Can I do it?
It's very simple.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna grift him the whole time until they're done with the poster.
I think I would like a scene with Gertie.
Great.
Yeah.
I will give you my cigarette case full of Sharpies so y'all can use it.
Where is BB at this point? Who has BB?
She can be playing, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well, we've got to
you
take the
guys?
picture of her.
Oh yeah, duh.
Why don't you guys should take her because otherwise
Okay.
she's gonna learn how to climb the fence,
Okay.
which she hasn't yet.
Started to.
Yep, I know.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I think if you don't have any reservations, I think Teddy and Gertie are like working on this poster for a while, and like Teddy's being just kind of quiet.
Do you go inside?
Yeah.
To work on this. So you go inside, and is BB staying outside, or yeah, she went in with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're both working on this flyer for a bit. I'm gonna say you took the picture, and the Fox parents made sure it looks like BB.
I was. Yeah.
We have one from like the back of her, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
There's one of BB doing like the Bigfoot walk.
One here swapped out.
And as y'all are working on this, every now and then in the background, like you can hear BB like running around in the house, like going from place to place. Like you hear scampering on a tile floor, like going through the kitchen. That
But
kind
we
of thing.
still have not heard her bark.
Still no mouth noise.
Still no mouth noise. And then
Panting even?
no,
Okay.
no, you haven't heard anything from her. And
But she has been eating.
yeah,
she has a
she's
tongue,
been
yeah.
eating.
Okay.
She has a tongue. Yeah. And every now and then you hear a couple of times you hear the Fox parents be like, "Well, now hold on. Why do you know how to climb a gate? What's going on? I'll say this. It's a smart dog.
It's a D20 dog right there.
That's
Right
a
there.
D20
I
dog.
rolled
right
D6 brain. She figured it out herself.
there. What'd you roll?
Oh shit. I said brain, but it was a D6 as a charm, which is a 4.
He rolled 4.
Oh, hold on. What?
He accidentally rolled his charm die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I should have rolled my brain die. I feel like lying is a charm thing.
Lying. I would say lying is either a flight or a charm thing.
Cool.
Which charm? The way you just did it sounds like charm to me.
Yeah. As opposed to like, let me like.
Okay, well then you saying that, then your mother comes outside and is like, Frankie, and sees you both like climbing over a gate. It's like, well, and they have a discussion with you about not teaching the dog to do bad things.
What? It's smarter than dairy.
And then this is all going on in the background as you're making the fire.
And I think so. I think they're like Teddy's like cutting out the posters. Like, I don't know how. I don't.
We can be on the computer.
Okay,
like,
we're on the
putting it
computer,
together.
like designing
And-
things.
Oh yeah, it is 2018 too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Electric Boogaloo. And I think just Teddy's been quiet for a while, and he's like kind of said, "Oh yeah, no, that one," or like when you've asked him a question, he's replied, but he's kind of been like thinking. It seems like.
Am I at the computer or are you?
I think you are, because it's your computer. I think Teddy would have deferred to you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of typing up the description and where we found it, BB, but I'm definitely taking notice of your silence and just kind of, as I'm typing. So Teddy,
Yeah.
how are you really feeling?
Gertie, that was a lie. I think I really did see something, and I don't know what it was, and it's freaking me out. And I'll be honest, I don't need anything else to freak me out right now.
Understood. That's fair.
Does this sound like anything? You're older. Have you been to physics class, and was there did they talk about like a shadow dimension that is close to ours?
No.
Or
No, that's a
Not
senior
yet.
class. Shadow Dimension 101.
No, but Teddy, I have been holding back on telling the group that I kind of experienced a similar.
You saw it too?
Well, but what did you see? What did you see exactly?
I saw nothing.
But you were in darkness?
Yeah, and I tried to take a step, and I walked. It was like I rotated through the earth.
You rotated through the earth?
Yeah, it was like I spun down around myself.
But we're all set, like, did everything, like, go quiet and, like...
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't rotate through the earth, but when I was surrounded by all those crows, it was like I went into some sort of vacuum or something.
Yeah, exactly, like a vacuum.
Yeah, but I saw something. But now I don't... I thought I saw something that I thought was something different, something maybe scary, but now I don't know if it was just my imagination being scared coupled with my imagination, and then also but seeing BB. Because there was something, but I don't know, but it was weird.
BB wasn't there in the real world, and then in the wherever I was, she was there. And then I swung my metal detector, and we were back here, and she was here.
When you guys lost me, did you guys see BB anywhere?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't know, Teddy. Something really weird did happen. And I don't know if we should go back. Should we go back? I don't see any reason to. It didn't feel...
We've got to go back into the forest, but maybe we just avoid that part?
I don't know. Do you think we should tell the others? Not Frankie.
Not Frankie. Definitely not Frankie. I think Derry knows something.
Somebody say my name.
Other side of the door.
Yeah.
I'll yank him back.
I think Derry knows something, but I'm not going to tell him if he doesn't say anything.
Well, we only have, how many days do we have left of fall break?
2.
Okay. Well, we can either go back this weekend before we start school up again, or it might just have to be after we start up school on another weekend or day.
Yeah. Gertie, I don't want to go back to that part of the woods. I think we should let that lie. I think whatever happened there happened. And it's weird, don't get me wrong, but I would like to know as much as you do, but it scared me.
You know what I might do? I might take a trip to the library and maybe just see if I can find something on
That's a good idea.
History of these woods.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then also, if you want, you can look up crow stuff.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see if the crows were molting.
Yeah, because that was just such a strange phenomenon. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. But I do feel weirdly comforted that you've experienced something similar to me.
Yeah.
Not gonna tell the parents.
No, definitely not. My dads have enough on their plate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gertie.
No, thank you. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You
and I
both-
think like it's printing out the flyers.
Yeah, it's printing out the flyers. And you take a look at them. And they're completely black. And it keeps printing out more and more flyers. And it's black and black and black and black. And then you see a pair of eyes
on the printed thing.
on the printed paper. And more come through. And more come through. And these eyes go away for a couple of moments. Come back. Go away.
Gertie, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm
back.
seeing this.
And then more eyes appear. Smaller
Turn off the
eyes.
computer. Turn off the computer. Wait.
Teddy's just gonna push the monitor over.
Whoa.
Roll either flight. I guess flight. Maybe
Flight? Okay.
If you can give me a another roll you want to do?
Well, I think it would just be like his most instinctual thing. So I was maybe grit. I don't know. If
Yeah,
flight,
sure,
flight,
sure.
I'm
Right.
okay with flight because he wants to get
I say
away
flight.
from this.
I say
okay.
flight. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's a 4.
4.
Should I roll something?
Yeah, you can roll something really quick.
I mean, maybe flight as well, just to like.
What do you want to do?
I wanna turn off the computer.
Sure, flight. Yeah.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay, so you go to shut the computer off, and you get to the power button just as Teddy is just slamming this monitor away from the both of you. And Teddy, you like go to push this monitor, and you don't feel a stop. And you fall through it. And you are in darkness. And you see nothing.
Gertie!
And you hear nothing, Gertie. In this moment, Gertie, you don't even know anything that's going on. This is happening in split time. And you can take a look around. But this is darker than it has ever been. And you see nothing. And next time on Hijinks and Handlebars, we will resolve that.
Wait, you gotta rip it.
Gotta
Whoa.
rip it. Gotta rip it. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for coming here and being with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a thank you to everybody who was in the chat, who was able to watch live. When you get to the VOD on QueueTimes YouTube main channel, the VOD will come out on Thursday. It comes out on Thanksgiving. So if you're sitting down with your family, why not watch us? But yeah, enjoy that. And thank you so much for watching. Big thank you again to Renegade Games. Thank you to Tanamato. That's at Tanamato. You can find him on Twitter and Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel. It's so good.
It's so good, guys.
He's so good. He's an animator and a musician and an artist, and he's like really incredible. And I've done a lot of work with him, and he's one of my best friends. And I mean, like, actually, I know he watches the stream, and it just means so much to me. I love you.
You're why we do this.
I
You
love
can fall in love with his work too, and then chat with him on this show.
Yeah!
Yes.
And then big thank you again to QueueTimes,
Cool.
to Krug and Indigo. Thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you.
Yes.
Like, you literally, it's so wonderful. I guess that's it. I've been William White. I've been the GM for Hijinks and Handlebars, Kids on Bikes actual play live stream.
I am Jonas Newhouse. I've been Derry Nazari for this Kids on Bikes actual play live stream. You can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse, or tomorrow night right here for a Pathfinder stream with William and others.
I've been...
Who aren't on the stream right now. And Krug! William and Krug and
Indigo.
other people. And Indigo. And Squint.
I've been Sam Richardson,
Squint.
playing
Yes, Squint.
playing Teddy Tank Thompson. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, LAGGARDSON. And you can follow QueueTimes at _QueueTimes. Please go give those guys some love. We couldn't do the stream without them. They're amazing.
I've been Franny Morrison playing Gertie Fox. You can follow me on Instagram at JUST_FRANNIE.
Which is at _Franny. But we have to spell it out because it sounds like you're just saying at just _Franny. _Franny. No. Yeah, and go ahead.
And I've been Spencer.
So you had
Do you need to ask Lil Pete?
Who am I?
You're Spencer.
Thank you, Bensel. Hi. Different game, different character.
Yeah.
You're
Hi,
Spencer.
I'm Spencer, or so allegedly. You can find me on Instagram, allegedly, at Splubble. It's spelled like bubble, but SBL. UBBL.
And I forgot my socials are at KWilliamWhite. And please, tweet at me. I'll get back to you. I'll tweet. When I watch the live chat and stuff like that, sometimes I'll take segments out of it that I really like or make me laugh or totally roast me, and I post them on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
next
Thank you so
Tuesday.
much. Thank you. We'll see you next Tuesday. Woo!
They are people.